Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that burns. It symbolizes renewal, strength, and transformation. 1 year ago, Phoenix Gate Group was born with that same fiery spirit to inspire, connect, and empower professionals across the globe. And what a journey it's been. Under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, our founder and lead coach, we didn't just take flight, we soared, we stumbled, we built, we believed. And today, through tears and triumph, we celebrate 1 year of relentless impact, meaningful milestones, and unimaginable transformation. From humble beginnings, Zoom links, voice notes, midnight strategy calls, we've grown into a powerhouse community with nearly 1,000 members strong. In just 12 months, we have reached over 40,000 professionals across the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. Nearly 1,000 attendees joined us weekly on LinkedIn, and the world took notice. This year, Phoenix Gate was honored with the Social Impact Award of the Year and named the Most Impactful Community of the Year. Those trophies, they carry the fingerprints of every volunteer, every coach, every community member who chose to rise with us. But our story goes beyond resumes and recognition. Beyond professional development, Phoenix Gate has walked into the sacred space of business strategy with international and non-governmental organizations. We've led masterclasses, outreaches, boot camps, and visibility challenges that didn't just teach, they healed. And through it all, Dr. Magnus, our business development coach, stood at the center. A quiet force, a lighthouse in the storm. So now we ask you, are you struggling with your line visibility? Do you ever feel unseen while secretly dreaming of becoming a commanding influence, a recognized thought leader? Are you in that place between faith and fear, waiting for your breakthrough? At Phoenix Gate, we've already reached 40,000 professionals and business leaders worldwide. But this is not about numbers. It's about the transformation behind every name. We train you, we champion you, we give you a platform. And when you stand to speak, we make sure the world listens. As we mark this 1 year journey, we do it with full hearts. Gratitude overflows for our members, our partners, and every soul that carried us when we were too weary to walk. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network. It is a living, breathing, purpose-driven community. It is hope. It is healing. It is home. And still, this is only the beginning. Here's to a future brighter than flames. We rise together.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. I am already excited about what is happening in the comment section. So if you're probably joining us for the first time or you're getting to know us, please just write joining from the first time. Then if you have encountered us like you had maybe 3 weeks ago, it's time to shout, I am here. Okay, so I promise that we're going to cut some cows, goats, and chicken. So like I said in my last post, I said, please, someone should go ahead and type their favorite protein, because today it's going to be money moves and drinks. So you're going to type your favorite drink as well as your protein of choice, because it's going down today. 12 international speakers in their own right. So I would want you to celebrate every single person who is currently on the comment section and everybody you know here. If you're rooting for anyone, I have like 10 people right on my backstage. I could literally bring them all up to just say hello, which we're going to be doing in a minute. But then I would want to take a moment to celebrate you. The goal is for the spotlight to be on you, because today is going to be something, I don't know the word to say, a day that your life transforms. Literally, I got my book because I know exactly what is going to be happening today. It's like a dream. I felt it in my spirit. Every single time I hold events, I literally see people go from 0 to like 1,000. And then there are lots of people who will be here sharing their testimonials of their journey, especially as regards to our events and what we've been doing. For people who have not met us, Trust me, we have been working. And today, you're going to be listening to palpable stuff, right? For some of you who are still bothered about being visible, being known, being heard, being seen, I will tell you that that is flat, the zero level. We're going to be taking you right up to scaling a business. I'm talking about from a freelancer who is literally looking for a job to being heard, being seen, to starting up something, being prepared for the technological revolution that is currently ongoing. So I tell you, even me that is hosting this event, I can't tell the direction of this event in terms of the kind of sound, excellent conversations that will be happening today. I literally had to get my book because I don't want to hear that an idea came to me on this platform and I literally cannot find where. Maybe when I'm trying to purse through it, I just want to have all my ideas documented together. So this is the point where I'm going to tell you, please, this is not even the time for you to start remembering the fact that, oh, that money, I mean, you're broke or data this, or just calm down because I've told you this is the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization. And trust me, everything money will go down here. For me, it's always an honor to teach. I don't gatekeep. I told my people in the camp as well and my book club, I've taught for 5 hours straight non-stop. Like I just kept talking. The goal is you have to get it, right? So when I see another post and people crying about how they are experiencing burnout or how they think what showing up is so overrated or how they think that people cannot make money on LinkedIn in less than a month. And I'm like, okay, that is literally the signs and symptoms of people who don't hear. The generation we're into right now, I mean, you can actually go from this event to earning tomorrow. And literally, I've made sure that everybody backstage, of course, for us in the club, we don't do anything without rehearsing. Some of you already know. And then for our amazing speakers all across the world that we had to bring to back us up with more knowledge to step up the conversation of the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization. So I say it again, just as a preamble, if you are coming into this place, I said, calm down. Mother Eagle got you. And I'm hoping that from tonight, we will not be hearing things as, oh, I don't know how I'm going to make money. We're just going to be hearing, I just need to block 2 days and I'm going to get this available for my community if I want to be a founder, if I'm going to do this. Because trust me, a lot of things are automated. One of our speakers is going to be talking about it. And then a lot of things are already on the palms of either community, visibility, your business, and then positioning for job opportunities. Everything is here. This is the right place where you will call or rishi market. So if you're from other parts of the world, it just means whatever you need. That is why we had to choose 10 selected speakers, because we know that we will cover all niches. And you don't want to snooze. And that was when probably somebody was discussing your own pain points. So right now, I'm going to be going straight into our comment session to start celebrating. Like we already said that if you're going to come for these events like this, it's always better you save up your summaries, I mean your professional summaries, so that you get to meet people, because there will be somebody who is in your niche that might be needing help after this event. Because some of the things we're going to be teaching you is how to collaboration is also the peak of it. I don't want to spill everything. Let me go to the comment section. And then first of all, I would want to thank my darling sister, Ruth Iguale, for joining me on this live as well. I just want to celebrate you as well. Please let's celebrate her. Just say, go, Ruthie. Okay, so we're going to be going straight into the conversations. Let's see what everybody is saying. Like I said, please, what are your expectations for this event? Just say your niche. Give me a summary, everybody, so that all our speakers who are also backstage, they can see some of the things that they could probably draw ideas from when they are conversing. Because guess what? Some of their ideas might literally be your truth. And that is exactly what I wanted. I want everybody who will be coming into this live event today to literally walk out completely filled with knowledge and ready to get to work. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be going quickly. Give us a moment to look at everybody who came in. Like our manner is, we always celebrate the first person who came into the room and left the comments, and the person definitely will be leaving with a gift, just like we did last week. And our first winner of the day is Rabiatu. I would want us to celebrate her. Let me bring in more speakers who are backstage so that you know that we have a lot of people while we're celebrating. We're celebrating a whole lot of us, yes. So I'm bringing in more speakers so that you know that we're more than enough. Like we have lots of people backstage as well. So since we're talking about the people in the comments and the people who have come to learn alongside us, I'm going to be celebrating our first scholarship for the night. Like we said, Rabia, to please reach out to me. You're our first winners. I just want to celebrate Suleiman for coming right away. Calling for coming as well. Colin has had this event throughout her mind. She also wrote a post for us. So definitely she's already one of our top winners. And then I can see Chinyere. Chinyere has been a massive support to me and the community. Thank you so much. Elizabeth as well has been of massive support to me and the community. Please, if you're just joining us, whether on YouTube, whether on LinkedIn, kindly just help by resharing, reposting, because like I said, the thing about gatekeeping that people don't understand, that the whole habit of gatekeeping, you know what it does to you. First off, you might be thinking that, oh, you're the only one who knows the lights, and then when it's time for you to seek collaboration and partnership, you will literally get drowned. And that's why I share knowledge, because I know that most of you, when your communities are literally standing some way, somewhat, we eventually get to partner. And for me, that is what I will consistently look up to. And that is why I don't gatekeep. Okay, so I've been able to spotlight Elizabeth. Thank you so much for coming. Rose, good to see you. All the amazing people that have been supporting me all day. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can see LinkedIn Police. Please let's celebrate him. Thank you so much. He was our amazing speaker the last time. Thank you so much, Ruth Moses. Good to see you. Calling again, amazing people. So please, guys, everyone, kindly let's repost quickly. Let's tell people that we are all here. I can see Joy Yang. Now I'm having a lot of comments that I might not be able to keep up to. Okay. Oh no, this is a lot. I just want to say that I celebrate you. Okay, so everybody's talking about their favorites. I can see Pepper Soup. Okay. We have a lot of people joining for the first time. Oh wow. Let me get to hear as many people who are also joining again for the first time. Let's get to spotlight you as well. Somebody said they want champagne and chicken. I'll say small money. By the time all the monies that will be coming to you tonight comes to you, you are going to literally see that it's literally small money. Okay, so we're going to be going straight into our conversation tonight. Like I said, I promised you that literally every niche is here. Every niche is going to tell their stories of LinkedIn monetization, what they were able to get. Like we have like six core speakers, and then we have we have five core speakers, and then we have five people who came from the boot camp. We just want them to share a few things, right, about their knowledge, their experience generally on LinkedIn, so that if you're a newbie and you're probably just joining this event for the first time, don't even start despairing, because like I told you, the best thing that can happen to you when you come late for any meal at all or anything at all is that you belong to a community. And community sometimes might not necessarily be physically in a WhatsApp group, is that you're able to, at a time see people discussing your challenges and your problems, and you key into it and you document and you learn. Like I said again, I just hope that you're having your writing materials right now, because we are about to kick off. And our first amazing speaker right now is none other than Ruth. Ruth Igale. I hope I'm pronouncing your name very well.
It's Iguele.
Self well. So
Yeah.
to you for a few bits, and then we have so many other people from talk about their journey on LinkedIn. So the reason why we are doing this, like I said earlier, is so that we help you know that, see, we're as human as you. There's no pressure. The only difference is that we have heard certain things that you're probably not hearing, and we have started implementing at some way or some form. And like I said, I have compelled all the speakers who have come tonight, especially those in the book club, they must give you a free gift. So please be looking for somebody who is in your niche that you can always reach out to. Especially, I noticed some people who said that it's their first time here. You can just reach out to them. Okay, so I've compelled them. For the people who will be very fast to reach out to them immediately, you will get this opportunity. Then some of you, if you are delaying because you want to play with their expertise, you will pay. Trust me. And I know, and I always preach it every time on this platform, right? When you pay attention. So part of your payments might be to rush quickly into their DMs as soon as you're hearing something that you literally need and you need to learn. Okay, so the next voice you're going to be hearing is that of Ruth Iguele. Thank you so much for coming on board. I love you.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Ruth Igwele. I'm a virtual assistant and an administrative expert. So, have you ever sat down to plan your day and by the time you're done planning, you realize that the day is over? That's one of the things I'm going to be talking about today. Sit tight. Before we move into business, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the Mother Eagle. I needed to be giving the flowers in the comment section. Thank you very much, Dr. Vivian, for the invitation to speak in this event today. Thank you, the Phoenix Gate Group. I don't take this for granted. It's really, really important to me. Thank you very much. So moving on, I'm going to be sharing a little bit story about myself and my journey so far on LinkedIn. So before now, I used to be a person that I had a lot of ideas, but I did not know how to execute those ideas. In fact, all through my life, I have always held the position of leadership in one area or the other. And imagine being in a room where you're a leader and then ideas are flowing all around and you have you don't have any means of executing. You don't know how to execute those ideas. You will be in that room and you will sit down and you'll be praying in your mind, God, please. You'll be saying something like, let me not hear something like, Ruth, how do we do XYZ? How do we execute XYZ? That would just be your prayer because you don't have idea. You don't have a clue on how to execute those ideas. Picture that. That was me. I had ideas. I was in a room full of people with a lot of ideas, but I didn't know how to execute those ideas. And it was this frustration that, made me to now dedicate myself to helping people, especially founders, coaches, and, virtual creators, executive creators to entrepreneurs, to, better execute their ideas with clarity, not just execute these ideas now, but with clarity and with strategy. Yeah, that's why I dedicated myself to doing this. Now, when I started showing up on LinkedIn, I quickly realized that LinkedIn is not a place where you just come and go. It's not like some platforms where you can just do whatever you like and you get away with it. Let's not mention names now, but there are platforms where you can just go do whatever you like and you get away with it. That is not LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place where you learn discipline. Discipline, you learn resilience. That's what LinkedIn is, and LinkedIn is a place for learning. I'm telling you, everybody here will have a testimony of learning something new because they showed up on LinkedIn. If you come to LinkedIn and you leave without learning something, then you came to the back of the stage. We always say you're watching back of television. So yes, LinkedIn is a place of learning. It's a place where you learn. It's a place where you cultivate discipline. Yeah, that's what I realized when I came to LinkedIn. And this story I want to share now is something almost everybody has experienced it. In fact, some persons are experiencing it now. When I first started, it was so difficult because LinkedIn is not like other places where you can just easily navigate. It has its own perks, so it was difficult. And during this time, I was storing up restrictions like I was gaining Guinness World Record. It was like I was collecting Guinness World Record awards. The amount of restrictions that I got, it was not easy, I tell you. It was not easy. And at some point, those restrictions, it broke me down. I remember one day I just fell on my bed, I covered myself and I started crying. Yes, it was that bad because it's not easy showing up on LinkedIn, not knowing how to navigate. It was that bad. And it is because of this that I decided, no, this cannot continue. And I decided to come up with a community to support people that are having this kind of issue. So if you're here and you can relate to this story, and this is you, this story I just mentioned is you struggling on LinkedIn, collecting restrictions upon restrictions as if it's dollars you are saving in the bank. No, we don't want that. This community is for you. So if you're interested, if this is your story, just DM me community. You can leave a DM community and I will add you to the community. Or if we're not connected, you can just go to my posts, the post I made for today, or any of my posts at all, and comment community, and I will add you up. Yeah. So down to why we're here today, the main reason why we're here today. Again, I want to appreciate Dr. Vivian. Please, I need you to flood the comments with flowers. Please give her flowers. Give her her flowers. Dr. Vivian is a woman of vision. She's a visionary woman. In fact, she executes. In fact, I want to give her a name now. Talk and do. As she's saying it, she's doing it. That's the kind of person she is. You cannot come across Dr. Vivian and you will not experience a difference. There will not be a change in how you do things or in how you show up here on LinkedIn. It's not possible. I say, if you come across Dr. Vivian and there is no evidence, let me tell you, we need to do fasting and prayer on your head, because it's like your village people, they are beating drum on your head. Yes, that's the kind of person Dr. Vivian is. She will give you how to just transform your situation. So let's flood the comment section with flowers. Give her flowers. Give her flowers. Dr. Vivian, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I bless the day I came in contact with you. Yes. Okay, so moving on to the reason why we're here, the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization. Wow. I can't even begin to, explain what this book is all about. If I start now, we will not leave this place, but I will start. Okay, so when I started reading the book, The Roadmap to LinkedIn Monetization, it did something to me, like it transformed my mind. It's all about mindset. It changed my mindset on how I saw the platform LinkedIn. A lot of us here, it's this is common to everybody, and most of us now, if I ask you what brought you to LinkedIn, you will start saying something like, the reason why I came to LinkedIn was to get a job. I came here to just get a job and go. That is what a lot of us would say. But reading this book, it transformed my mindset about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a place. It's not a place where you will only just come to apply for jobs and then go. You'll sit back and you wait for those jobs or for you to be picked. You will be receiving, I'm sorry, the mails you'll be receiving a lot of I'm sorry, and you will get frustrated. So LinkedIn is not only for you to come and apply for jobs. This book really transformed my life. It transformed the way I saw LinkedIn. Now, what is LinkedIn? What is the platform LinkedIn? Dr. Vivian will always tell us that the platform LinkedIn is a place for business. It's a business platform. So you can come on LinkedIn and do business and get money. Yes, that is the purpose of why we are here. Expert to roadmap to LinkedIn monetization. So LinkedIn is not just a place where you come and just apply for jobs and go. It is somewhere where you can monetize it. Like I'm telling you, you can turn LinkedIn and you can make it work for you. Like even when you are sleeping, LinkedIn will be working for you. That's the beauty of, just if you haven't gotten this book yet, you need to get it and read it and let your mindset and let your life be transformed. Okay, so I'm going to be diving into the book. I'm going to be talking about phase 2 of the book, and phase 2 is talking about building a magnetic presence, like turning your visibility to value. Okay, at this point, I want to give a shout out to Team Diamond, my team members. That's what we worked on together, the phase 2 of the book. So, like I've rightly said, building a magnetic presence. What does it mean to build a magnetic presence? What does it mean to have a magnetic presence? A magnetic presence is, you hear the word magnet. It is a presence that will bring people to you. It's magneting people to you. Your presence is drawing people. They have no option. The way you show up so boldly, so confidently, with clarity and with a defined message that it draws people to you. You're magneting them to you. Yes, that is what having a magnetic presence means. And then I said, turning your visibility to value. Now, if you've listened to Dr. Vivian, or if you've ever heard her speak, when she talks about value, you just sit down and you open your mouth and you're like, because visibility is not always what we see it to be. Visibility is very important, of a truth. Visibility is very important. If you're here, you're showing up on LinkedIn, you need visibility, because it is when you're visible that you can pass your message. If you are not visible to people, if you are not visible for people to see you, you'll be unable to pass the message you have. You cannot convert without visibility. So that's why visibility is very important. And yes, to get visibility, we know the sacrifices we do here on LinkedIn. I can't begin to talk about the sacrifices. You come online on LinkedIn and you hear people saying, you go to the comment section and you see how people are complaining that they are sleeping and their phone is falling off their hands and they are engaging. Yes, those are the sacrifices we pay to gain visibility, to have visibility on LinkedIn. So to be visible on LinkedIn, you need to pay these sacrifices. Like I mentioned, some of the sacrifices, you have to come up early. You have to engage early, 30 minutes to 1 hour you're engaging, because you want the algorithm to favor you, so that by the time your a post comes up, you know that yes, you've been active on the platform, so the algorithm pushes your post out. So those are the sacrifices we make. And even after your post comes up, you don't go, you are still there, you are still pressing your phone, doing engagement and all of that, all because of visibility. That's how important visibility is, because without visibility, your message, you cannot pass it. You will just be talking to yourself. You will make posts, you are not visible. It's you yourself that will be reading the post, and you know now, if people don't see it, then you cannot convert, you cannot send a message out. So that's how important visibility is. That's on the importance of visibility. But then, aside being visible, there it is also important to be able to convert that visibility to value. If you've heard Dr. Vivian speak again, she will always make this example of how if you have a lot of followers, say you're somebody that has 20,000, 50,000, 60,000 followers, and you're not converting, that's your visibility, that's your followers, you're unable to convert it to value, you're able to monetize it, then it's noise. If you've heard Dr. Vivian speak, she will always say that visibility without value is noise. So if you're making all of those sacrifices, you're showing up, you're coming up very early in the morning, you're engaging, you're posting, you're engaging again, and then you have nothing to show for it. It is just wasted effort. It is just wasted effort. Get the roadmaps, the LinkedIn monetization, read and learn how to transform your visibility to value, so that we don't end at the end of the day, we see that we've been putting all our efforts, to get what we want, and then we end up not getting it because we're doing it wrong. And then visibility, again, there's something about visibility. It's one thing to be visible, and it is another thing to be visible to the right people. So if you have visibility but you're not visible to the right people, then that is also wasted effort. So you need to make yourself visible to the right people. And how do you do this? It's by connecting meaningfully. You will not just go and be connecting randomly. You just see anybody see you connect. You have to connect with people that you know that they are your target audience. People that you know when you speak, whenever you talk about something, you are talking about their pain points. Yes, those are the kind of people you will connect with. Because like I said, it is one thing to be visible. It is another thing to be visible to the right people. And it is only when you are visible to the right people that you can convert that visibility to value. So, like I said, as Dr. Vivian would always say, visibility without value is noise. And trust me, you don't want to be here on LinkedIn making noise. All right. So, moving on. Like I said, it is because of this passion for being visible and not making noise, creating content and creating a platform where people will come and get value. It is because of this reason why I created my ebook. It's because of this. There's something I'm very passionate about. I'm passionate about time. Yes, about time. And when you hear time, you begin to wonder, time, why is she passionate about time? But I'm passionate about time because time, this is something a lot of us face, time constraints. And it's not that 24 hours is not enough in the day. You always hear people say how this time, just now that the day broke, that time has gone like this, and I'm unable to achieve the things I want to achieve. No, it is not that 24 hours is not enough. It is that we don't have systems, we don't have strategies on how to better manage our time. So time management is very important, and because of this, I'm passionate about helping people, helping founders to better protect their time, to better manage their time. And as a result of this, that's why I created my mini ebook. It's 12 time traps and how to fix them. 12 time traps and how to fix them. Believe me, time is something that not being able to manage your time, this is a pain point for practically everybody. Everybody wakes up in the morning, they do one or two things, and then they realize that, what have I even done today? So remember when I started and I asked a question and I said, have you ever sat down to plan your day and you realize after planning that the day is over? So in essence, the only thing you were able to do for that day was plan the day. You were not able to execute what you planned. So, time constraints, it's something that is, it touches everybody. That's why I decided to create the ebook, 12 time traps and how to fix them. This ebook is not just telling you about the traps. It is giving you a guide, a step-by-step guide, or even a template on how to fix these constraints. And it's not something difficult. Some of these things you see is just a three steps that you need to take, and it's something that you can just plug and play immediately and it begins to work for you. Let me just give you an example of one of the time traps that I have in this book. It's decision fatigue. Why you get tired, your brain gets tired before it's afternoon, is because there are a lot of choices that you have to make. Obviously, as a leader, as a founder, as a business person, there are a lot of choices that you have to make. But because you do not have a strategy on how to better make these choices and carry out these tasks, you find out that before it's afternoon, you're already tired, your brain is already feeling fatigued, because you do not have a clear strategy on how to fix these on how to fix these time traps. So I said decision fatigue. This happens because you have to make a lot of choices, and now it is not that to fix this you will stop making choices.
I
You
don't know
will
if
not
any
stop.
other person can hear me.
I can hear you.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Yes,
Okay.
I've been trying to signal you since. I think this is amazing. So please, I'm going to probably just help a little bit, so that because of the next person already is on queue. So please, let's quickly just reach out to her now. Her name is Ruth Igwali. It's simply super clear written here. So if you're a virtual assistant and you don't have somebody speaking over you now, you don't have a Ruth in your life, please go ahead and just reach out to her right away. I mean, right now. I'm sure you would want conversations like this taken to the next level. I have held her neck. I told her for the first, I think, how many people did we say? Please say it now before I mistake, because I know that my head, I've been doing so many things within a
Okay.
few days.
So
How many people are you willing to teach?
For the first 5 persons that would leave in the comment section, time trap, I'm going to give you three for the first 5 persons. I'm going to give you the ebook for free. But for anybody that is coming after that, you have to pay for it. Right.
Thank
And
you.
then there's one more offer. There's one more offer. You really told us to come with gifts. So there's one more offer.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be giving, for the first 2 persons that are going to leave in the comments, let me hold that up. I'm going to be giving a personal brand audit. So I'm going to be auditing your brand and giving you a plug and play strategy. So comment audits.
Much. Awesome. So please, she said we will. Awesome. So please kindly just write time trap. Let's see the first 3 people. I can see Colin. I can see Joyce Yang. I think those are okay. I can see Angelica Udo. So please, we're coming back to this video because we're going to literally find you. Temitopwe and Chisom. Dawn, please, any other person who is commenting, I'm so sorry you're late. So please, if you would want to reach out to her and get it. Okay, every other person, I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said it, for some of you who came into this event and you're eating eba and amala while watching, you know that you have entered one chance, because I told you guys that there's going to be gifts and it's going to be literally first fingers first. And part of things we're going to check, even in all these people that are just saying time check, if you have not reposted this event, nga, so in my tribe, nga means prison, we will not give you. So these first 5 people, right? Because your own is that you want to come and take, and in our village, where we come from, we don't take, we give, so that when we are receiving from people, it's literally like we are refreshing them. So even in all these first 5 names that I called, if you are not on the repost list, it's over. So I told you I have 9 other people who are going to be speaking next because they are bringing gifts. I held all of them. Okay. They will give gifts. And so that, of course, like I told you, that going through this journey alone is going to be a lot. So for some of you who think that my what's the word now? My platform is just to talk about money, then you don't really know what money is. Money is literally the response of goodwill. Literally, that's what I would call it. The response to people's heart for every goodwill you give. So your goal is, first of all, to outgive. Then it starts coming back to you. So if you're probably still clueless about what you should do, make plans of giving. And that's what they are doing right now. More members of the book club are going to do that. So I said it again. If you have not reposted, no problem, or you won't get the opportunity. The only thing we're going to do is that we'll give the next person. So you can still be commenting. If we find you on the repost list, we'll just take you. So even if you're the 10th time trap, we'll check the repost list. So please, thank you so much, my excellent Ruth, for giving us fire back to back. Please, I would want us to celebrate her. If you're a virtual assistant currently in this platform, please reach out to her right now. So my next amazing speaker is already out. Like I promised you guys, this was, for me, today is about the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization, but I cannot talk about the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization without having you meet people who have lived the LinkedIn monetization. All these people you're going to be hearing, the first few people that are speaking were all part of the book club. And trust me, we had lots of discussion. We enjoyed ourselves. And like we said, today is actually the official day for the launch of the linked monetization book. But like I said, for me, I'm not very big on shouting launch. They will not be saying page one, page two, and all sorts. And I'll be telling you all sorts of story. I want to show you lives transformed, and that was the pattern we followed. Even when my team was organizing the whole roadmap to LinkedIn monetization book club, we knew that we just wanted people who were going to live their lives from the book. And you can see that Roots, who was one of our amazing members, has just discussed. So the next person who is going to be talking, hey, Uchenna Abraham, smart. You see that smart surname? You need to hear this guy speak. Literally, he was among the amazing people who have supported us in the book club. You're going to hear how he worked with lots of international clients, what he did. And so I will beg you, if you don't have your writing materials, even me that hosted this meeting, I have writing material. So if you don't have, I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know what your plan is. So I'm going to be handing over the mic now to my amazing Uchenna Abraham. He's going to be teaching us a few things, from his niche as a marketing copywriter. There are certain things that you need to learn. Of course, every founder would definitely need somebody who would help them share their knowledge across the world, of course, help them interpret or form or shape a building, a business foundation. So the next voice you're going to be hearing is that of Uchenna Abraham Smart. Thank you so much, sir, for honoring our invitation. And the mic is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. So, my name is Uchenna Abraham Smart, your marketing copywriter and your messaging architect, right? You know how a building would be beautifully designed, and then you'd be like, oh, I want to buy this house, right? Like that action. That's exactly how I craft words, right? That do not just sound nice, but these words actually sells, right? It turns your attention to profit. It's not boasting. This is what I do, right? So I'm so excited to be here, really excited. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Like, thank you so much for this invitation. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I love what you're doing in the funniest gates. I love your raising people, your building people. That is amazing. Right? That is really amazing. You see, some people call you the mother eagle. For me, I will call you Superman. Or should I say Superwoman? Right? Because you have your eyes everywhere. Your eyes is everywhere, and then you will drag in love. I always love it when you say you drag in love, right? I really appreciate what you're doing. The other day I saw her post where she was I saw her post where she was saying that we should pray for creators that are not feeling too well. Like that's amazing. It's very rare to see things like that on LinkedIn these days, right? So thank you so much, guys. And I believe you've really gotten your writing material because the roadmap to LinkedIn success is a bomb. Is a bomb. You can see how I'm smiling. I'm really happy. Like I love the fact that I got the book. And you get so it's a bomb. You say which is a bomb to what? It's a bomb to lack of clarity. This kind of meeting is when you're done. You'll be like, I now know what to do. And trust me, you're going to know exactly what to do after this event. Right? So something stood out for me really well in that very book, The Roadmap to LinkedIn's monetization. Really awesome. And before I talk about that, please a shout out to my team, the Safari team. These are awesome people. Awesome, beautiful, amazing persons. Mam Chidima, Nanje, and your friend Temitope, you guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful, right? So thank you so much. In the comment section, make some noise. I want to see make some noise in the comment section, right? So straight to the point, right? You see, one of the very amazing part of that very book for me is the third phase. And I used to tell Dr. Vivian that I love that phase. It's prophetical. I love that phase. It's prophetical. I'm not trying to spiritualize everything, right? But then something stood out. A line got me like, should I say, it cleared me off. And this is probably something you might be hearing all the time, but I think you've not really instilled it. And if you are really instilled it, it's going to shape your journey in this LinkedIn. In this LinkedIn. And that is what everyone is not your audience. Please write that down. Everyone is not your audience. Now I want to see in the comment section. Type in the comments here, Uchenna, Type my name. I permit you. Uchenna, who is my audience? Go ahead. Type it. Say Uchenna, who is my audience? I want to see it in the comment section. Awesome. Now, your audience number one. I know I'm saying it. Like, I don't want to. I want to do it anyhow so that you not get it. I want to say it well so that you understand. First of all, your audience is that specific group of persons who resonate with your message. One. Secondly, that specific group of people who are in need of your expertise, who are in need of that thing you bring to the table, that solution you bring to the table. And thirdly, your audience are those people, that specific group of people who are ready and willing to invest in that solution you bring to the table. These are your audience. So I think this already should give you a nudge, right? This should give you a nudge already because this changed my game. This everyone is on my audience literally changed my game on LinkedIn, right? So if you're having issues, if you're listening to me now and you're having issues with creating content that lands clients, please get a writing material. If you know that you are really hyped up about this LinkedIn thing, right? You're putting on your best, committing 1 hour, 30 minutes, before and after posting, all the drills, we all do that, right? To get visibility, right? So if you know that you are actually doing all of these things, but that client has been the problem, listen, like you want to listen attentively to what I'm going to say. So straight to the point, I'm just going to share a little story. I call it a zero to hero story, right? So I got on LinkedIn. When I started taking LinkedIn very seriously, that was 2023, February 16th. So I got on LinkedIn. Then I'd already been writing. I've been on Upwork, right, writing for people, right, writing. And then when I came the other time, it's always I came 2022, then I left, then I came back again. It has always been like that, right? So I already gotten the job. There's this intern. There's this a brand I was intending for. I was intending for them, right? So it was for free. So I defined my internship. I was going to work for them for 3 months. That's internship for free, right? 3 months, and then after 3 months, they hired me full time. So I was already working. I was working with them already. So I got on LinkedIn. I needed to get more eyes on me, right? I needed these international clients. I needed to, work with white people. Like who no go want work with the Igbo people? Like that's me trying to say who wouldn't want to work with the foreign people, right? So to earn the big money. So we started. I saw a LinkedIn challenge, and then 21 day LinkedIn challenge. Then I got involved. I started. Everyone was hyped up. Everyone was very very optimistic about getting that big gig. Let that big thing happen to you, right? So, but something was off. A lot of people were just doing the same thing. We were doing the same thing. When you post, you put your little post link to the group, and then people start to comment for visibility and all of that. We're doing all of these things. It was not becoming as if it's a norm. Everybody post, but something was off. A lot of people actually going viral, right? A lot of people bagging the comments and likes and all that, but something was off. That gig, that job, that opportunity was not coming forth. Then that was when I realized. I told myself, Uchenna, how about you start writing your LinkedIn content like you're writing your copy, like copy for people? Because I know I could write landing pages, I could write website pages, I could write sales messages that actually convert. Trust me. Then I said, okay, write your LinkedIn content like this. Okay, now you cannot be sure of a strategy you've not tested. So I started testing out these things. I refined it. I will try these things in my carousel. And guess what? I it was one fateful Monday. I came and someone after commenting on my post, and then someone did me hello, reach out to me, blah 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 blah, and that was it. No interview from the UK, right? No interview, no CV, and all of that. I started working for them, right? And that's awesome. And then few days, it was not up to 5 days. I got another client, a bigger one that paid me bigger one, right from the Netherlands. And then that was when I knew that clarity matters. You have visibility, but if you're not clear on what someone should come and see exactly what you're doing. Someone should come on board and say, okay, this guy, this is what he solved, this is what she solved. Then, bam, right? So that's when I know that if you sell it better, if you say it better, rather, you sell it faster. You say it better, you sell it faster. So that's why I knew that people are like they are good in what they're doing. Like in that very community, a lot of crazy graphic designers, crazy copywriters, amazing people, but they had problem in communicating what they bring to the table, and that's where the problem is, right? So Then I said, okay, let me try out this thing. Let me try it out. Let me see if people would get the same thing I got. Then I gathered some people, I called them my students, right? So I taught them these principles, these core principles I applied in my LinkedIn content. And then guess what? The reviews was massive, very, very massive. That's the power of clarity. The power of clarity, right? And then one of my students actually she did something I taught her, right? She did on Facebook, and then guess what, guys? One of the biggest hair brands in Nigeria had to invite her, like, come to our place. That's why I did that. Wow, okay, this is it, and a lot of people need to hear this, right? And why did I call Dr. Vivian is Superman or a Superwoman? She'll be like, okay, come out. Oh yeah, a lot of people need to hear this, right? Come out, and this is something. Don't do it for yourself. That's why when she said monetization is all about money. Truth, it's not about money. You pay to pay attention. You pay to pay attention, right? So it's not even all about money. It's all about commitment. Commitment. So we're in here already. I don't want to waste much of your time already. So because of what we're doing already, I'm going to be holding a 1 day boot camp. 1 day boot camp, right? To teach you the exact framework of how to say it better and sell it faster, right? And the first two persons, because we are not playing here, the first two persons that are going to comment, say it better, right? Say it two, only two. If not for Dr. Vivian, I will not even give anything to or other thing, right? But so the first two persons to comment, say it better, right? I'm not just going to give you access to my 3 day boot camp, but I'm going to give you 50% discount off my ebook, Say It Better, Sell It Faster. I'm going to reiterate what I just said. Now, because of Dr. Vivian, the first two persons to comment, Say It Better, in the comment section, I'm going to give you access to my free one, my 1 day free boot camp, and then 50% discount to my ebook, Say It Better, Sell It Faster. Thank you very much, Dr. Vivian. You're an amazing person. Thank you for this opportunity.
Awesome.
I
Thank
love the
you
funny
so
bits
much.
entirely. Thank you very much, mom.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming on board and honoring our invitation. So
God
yes,
bless you.
I've seen the first two persons who commented was Bina Chigozim and Ayobami Asiri. Like I told you guys, please, if we see your name here and we can't see you on the repost list, you will not get the gift. Okay. So, like we said, I
Nothing
promise
for
you that
you.
every single person, every single person who is going to be in this room is literally going to be walking away with a gift. How many of us want to see the lean thinking? I think the network has been a bit funny. Let me just allow him introduce himself a bit. Lean thinking, you know, I'm saving you. I'm saving you up. I just want you to say hi to your fans. Then I'll bring you down. Then let other people speak. I want all the people in my book club to just share some of their gifts before we come back to you. So Lean thinking, if you can hear me, just say hello to everybody. Let them hear you and celebrate with you as well.
Hello,
Okay,
can
if
you
you
hear
can
me? Good
hear me
evening, everybody.
crystal clear.
Can you hear me?
Crystal.
Good evening, everybody. Wow, this is amazing because I've just read the comments and people are just saying so.
Okay, that's your welcome. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go straight to the next person. The next person
Hello,
on my
can you hear me?
list
I'm
is
able to
none
say-
other. Yes, we were hearing you crystal clear. Don't worry. I think we'll come back to you a little bit in a bit because um let's have Tim Dr. Andrew Ofoma. I don't know. Let me first of all find out, are there healthcare professionals on this platform? If you are a doctor in this place, can you kindly indicate? I just want to know in the comment section if you can hear me crystal clear. Just say, if you're a doctor, just say doctor, comment to doctor or nurse or anything healthcare. I just want to be sure of the groups of people who consistently seek help, right? Seek how to shine, seek how to express themselves in this space. I just want to be sure. I'm sure all of you know that I'm a medical doctor by training, right? And then I'm also a public health professional as well. I know you people don't know, but in that intro video, for those people who missed the introductory video, well, everything is there. Maybe when you come back to this event, you're still going to see that clearly written, but I am going to take a moment to see. Okay, so I think the network is a bit slower on my end. If you can hear me crystal clear. Okay, okay. So the comments are coming now. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, somebody said yes. Okay. Why is everybody making me laugh today? Oh yes, so we have doctors. Um What is wrong with you, Susanna? Something is wrong with you today. I've just been watching you all throughout these comments. But thank you so much for the energy you've been bringing in. She said she's a doctor of psychological eating. My God. It's not only me that will see this. I want everybody to see this. All your companies to see this in this video. Okay, yeah. So we have some amazing nurses here on the platform. Awesome. So we have, yes, okay, psychologists, psychotherapists. I mean, how are you people coping? Like, how are you guys coping? Because a lot of our family members are not on this platform. So how are you people coping? Let me just ask a few questions just to soften the ground before we have our LinkedIn doctor. Some of you don't know that we have a doctor. So all of you that have been falling ill and shouting burnout, burnout this, burnout that, you have fever. You're going to hear from him right now. He was one of the amazing um amazing doctors in the camp as well. For some of you who think that it's um only sales business people or content creators that want to improve themselves, doctors as well are very good with that. Okay, so also let me be okay. Somebody said doctor in the making. Oh, Deborah, you that's lovely. We should just often know. We should talk very often, and that's a whole lot of time management to do there. As a medical student, and you're here, that's a lot. Okay. So, Ruth, I'm just finding all of you. I'm spotlighting all the members of our healthcare people. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to be introducing an amazing person that has decided to take responsibility for the health of the whole of LinkedIn, right? I don't know. I think he needs no further introduction. I would want him to introduce himself. There are certain things I heard. Like the first time I met him, when he was talking about projects running in the billions, I was like, okay, so why are we not hearing this voice? And of course, when he decided to jump on a call and then jump into the book club, I knew that I wanted the whole world to get to see this amazing doctor that has taken responsibility for the health. So anytime you have any challenge health-wise, I've shown you your doctor right now. So the next voice you're going to be hearing is that of Dr. Andrew Abbo. Dear Dr. Andrew, the mic is yours. Thank you so much for coming on board.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location and where you're watching us from. So excited to be here. Here is your LinkedIn doctor, Dr. Abu Andrew Former, a healthcare profession, a public health professional with over 12 years of experience. Worked across government, public, and non-governmental sectors, and been making a meaningful contribution across healthcare across Africa and the world entirely. So I want to thank Mother Igu for making it this possible for me to be here. I was so excited when she reached out to me that I'll be among the speakers. Yeah, and if you're in healthcare profession, just sit tight and get comfortable because it's going to be a roller coaster. Most of the time when you go to LinkedIn, you hear other niche. You hardly hear about the healthcare niche. So we need to be heard. We need to be visible. And if you have any health issue, just on a lighter note, your LinkedIn doctor is here to take care of you. So just get comfortable. So a lot of us are stuck in a 9 to 5 hours hospital routine, and then most of the time we don't even speak out. Somebody can be working 24 hours for a week stretch, and the person cannot complain. You
Okay,
work
just
like
give me a moment,
an
please.
elephant, and
Dr.
then
Abo,
you
can you give me a moment? Can you hear me? Please, if we can
Yes,
hear
I
him
can hear
crystal
you.
clear, I don't know whether it's my headset. So I think you might want to be a little louder because I don't know. Please, if we can hear him crystal clear, just type crystal clear. Just type crystal clear. If you can hear him crystal clear, just type crystal clear. I want to be sure that it's not my mic or my headset. Okay, I don't know whether it's my network or I'm lagging from this end. Okay, so let me hand over I've not seen any conversation coming in. So I'll hand over the mic to you. But please, I don't know. comparable to everybody else. I wasn't hearing you. Okay, so many people are saying crystal clear. So please just go ahead. The mic is yours.
Okay, so yeah, I was talking about people in healthcare sector and how we are stuck with a 9 to 5 hours hospital routine, and most of us we get burnout because sometimes we can work 24 hours for the whole week, work like elephant, and then we eat like peanut. And most of the time we don't even get to be seen. Nobody knows what we're doing, because we are only, it's as if we are engaged in an enclosed space. So we do a lot that nobody gets to hear about, nobody gets to talk about it. So I lived, I'm a living experience because I lived in that pain for some years before I decided, when I was in clinical setting, before I decided to, okay, I need to break out from this. And then I transitioned into public health. And when I transitioned into public health, from the time I transitioned into public health to date, I've grown from a level of technical manager to program manager. And I've trained over 850 healthcare workers. I've trained more than 1,000 plus spokes. The people we call spokes are patent medicine vendors, traditional birth attendants, traditional healers, community pharmacists, and the rest. And I've also worked with a team that have raised TB notification in Nigeria for over 30%. I'm currently managing over 580 million US dollar global fund project across 19 northern states in Nigeria. And those I was doing all those things, but I was not visible. I decided to turn on to LinkedIn. So how did I get to know about LinkedIn? Most of the time when I discuss with the international donors, they ask, can you send us your LinkedIn link? We want to check you out in LinkedIn. So I was okay, this LinkedIn, I think, is a professional platform where I need to be. So I joined LinkedIn, but when I came to LinkedIn, I didn't understand how the platform works. I thought you just come and post and people get to know you, and then I hope that somebody will just discover you just because you're coming to post. So I post every day and I ghost like no other. If I ghost like tomorrow, no day. I will just post and ghost. I will just post and go, believing that just by posting and that person will come and discover me. So, and I've posted from December 2024 to date, I've posted every single day. But I found out, I see that I was not growing the way I'm supposed to grow, and I'm not getting that visibility. Because when you're not seen, nobody can buy from you if they're not seen. Because assuming I'm being seen, I think it should be converting, and something I should be getting some kind of engagement, which is not forthcoming. So I know something was wrong somewhere. I tried. Okay, I thought I use a LinkedIn optimization. A lot of people say, you need to build your profile. You need all these things. I've spent millions of naira. I'm not joking, millions, because not one, not two, not three people have optimized my LinkedIn. This one we do, and the thing is still done. I'll pay another person to do. I'll pay another person to do, and they kept spending money, and nothing was forthcoming until I spotted the roadmap to LinkedIn optimization. And when I saw it, I said, okay. Knowing that Dr. Vivian is a medical doctor, and in our niche, I said, okay, I think this person might be able to address my problem. So I quickly jumped on it, and then I bought the book. And when I bought the book, I joined the book club. And when I joined the book club, we discussed about it. In fact, I want to ask all of us a question. What is visibility? What does visibility mean to you? Because a lot of us, visibility is one word that everybody is on LinkedIn. But believe me, 80% of people don't yet understand what visibility is all about. A lot of visible persons on LinkedIn are not monetized. But every monetized person on LinkedIn is visible. And that is what Roadmap to LinkedIn Monetization taught me. And what's the essence of being on LinkedIn? If I ask 99% of people on LinkedIn, they will tell me that they are on LinkedIn to make money, to connect to people. Even if if you don't say to make money directly, you know that at the end of the day, whatever you're doing will give you money. Is it to give you a job? You're looking for money. Is it to connect with a like-minded person? It's to make life better for you, and then you make more money. So at the end of the day, if your own is not converting, you're not getting it. So when we started digesting the book, I started seeing the pitfalls in what I've been doing. So posting will give you visibility, but not when you post like somebody like me. I post without strategy. I post without community. I post for the sake of making a post. So if you post like that, it will not take you anywhere. So, and from the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization, I immediately swung into action and began to change a lot of things about my posting, about my listing, and then begin to create my community immediately, because I know that I needed community, and I also needed to be posting with purpose, because when you post with purpose, people get to see you. And you know the benefits of posting with purpose and posting with strategy is, first of all, you will force your picture into the mind of people. Unknowingly, unconsciously, you put your picture in their mind, and they will just be thinking about you. And especially when they now see something that concerns your area, they will look out for you immediately. And it also gives a kind of level of authority. So they know, this guy is an authority in this area. If you need this area, you need this guy, you need to see this guy. You understand? So that as the book tells us that if people don't see you, they cannot buy from you. They will only buy from you when they see you. There's an adage in my place that says the river swallows only the person who sees his leg. That means if you're in your house, the river will not swallow you. It's when you go to the river that the river will swallow you. So what you can translate that into what happens in LinkedIn. If you're not visible, no one will buy from you. People will be making money, people will be getting connection with you, and then you'll be like, So, and then I want to correct some impressions. Some people be saying monetization. Some people say, why are they always saying monetization? My dear, what are you doing on LinkedIn if it's not monetization? So tell us what you have come to do on LinkedIn. Have you come to count the number of people on LinkedIn? Have you come to see faces that you have not seen before? Is LinkedIn now a television that you want to come and watch people? So you don't have any other thing you are doing with your time. You see, Ruth talked about time management. You don't have any other thing you are doing with your time that to come on LinkedIn and waste it. No, my dear. Everybody needs money on LinkedIn. So if you're not thinking about, if your own is not converting and you're not monetization, don't blame it on anybody. Don't say it's all about money. And that's even the people that build the platform built it to make people can become visible and make more money. So because of this passion, because of I know that a lot of us in the healthcare field, we are struggling and we are stuck. Because of that passion I have, so that we also can become more visible and also get to take opportunity. A lot of opportunity are there in the global health going about. But if you're not visible, nobody will get to know you. So I am going to be helping those people in healthcare profession, especially the young professional that want to transition into public health. Because the problem with is that some people will say that I'm public health strategist, I'm a public health professional, but those people that even say public, they're not even public. What is public about you when people don't know you? Public doesn't hide. When you're in public health and it's only people that you work with that know you, it's only organizations that know you. You're a private doctor, my dear. You're not a public health profession. Okay? So a public health professional should be public. And then so that we know that you're a public health professional, people should know what you're doing and get to connect with you so that you can make more impact. So because of this, I'll be giving opportunity to just 5 people in my niche, 5 young health professionals that want to transition into public health or that want to understand their footing in public health. That want to understand what it takes, the skills that is required of somebody to become even a professional in that field. What the person needs to become visible and even become a sought after person in the public health field. As somebody with over 12 years of experience, I've worked with different international donors. So I will be giving that privilege because Mother Ego hold all of us to the neck. He said that you must give something free. So I'm giving that privilege. Just 5 people, please. After 5, the door is closed. The other people we will start monetizing because we're all here to monetize. Okay, so when you get your own experience, you monetize, and I have paid a lot of money trying to become visible. So you too can spend something on yourself because personal growth is not cheap. A lot of people want to grow, but personal growth is not cheap. So if you're not ready to spend yourself, you cannot grow. You see, knowledge is costly, but if you think that knowledge is too costly, you can try ignorance. So you know which one is more costly. So thank you once again, Dr.
Awesome. Thank
Vivian.
you so
And
much.
I don't like to make LinkedIn monetization is a must read for everybody. Please go and pick that book and read. Thank you. And
Awesome. Thank
over
you
to you.
so much. Awesome. I had an amazing laugh. I mean, there was something he said. He said, public health professional, we know public. Yeah. Okay, so please, I would want you to take a screenshot of this side of this event. If you're in the medical field or in healthcare, wherever, just post it on your status. Let everybody begin to wake up. I'm saying it now because I know, see, they are the same ones. Maybe there are like 20 doctors currently on this live. They are the same ones who will not comment. And like I told you guys, remember when you're on this live, make sure that you are commenting because at the end of the life, most times I would put it on my feature session. It means that it's a very important event for me. This is a very important event for me. It's kind of pseudo my book launch, but I never want anything traditional in my life. I don't want to gather people and it's because of me that I'm gathering people. I just want you to feel exactly the expression of what roadmap to monetization is literally all about. Making money is not selfishness. For some of you, it oozes all around you. In fact, I'm scared of you. The way you're selfish, your brokenness is dimming in hell. The way you're so selfish, yourself. See, let me tell you guys. In fact, I have woken up, right? The mother eagle is about to swing through LinkedIn. Let me tell you the truth. Everybody who has crossed into another a top bandwidth when it comes to monetization and making money, they outgave everybody else. They outgave everybody else. Some people even gave their lives. Of course, now we're medical professionals, so we can even discuss it. We don't know how Steve Jobs got pancreatic cancer, but might not be far off from working so hard that he forgot to eat properly well. I mean, the sleepless nights trying to curate Apple and all that, and the teamwork, the psychology of sales and all that. And he gave his life. And of course, iPhone is 17 just came out, and you see the same vibes. See, let me tell you the truth. If anybody has lied to you, and you think that maybe it's until you send somebody a message in their DMs and you're telling them, see, please pay me. I want to. You think if you think that is monetization, you have entered one chance. You don't even have an idea. Please mute yourself. Somebody's unmuted there. Okay, just give me a moment. Maybe I'll. Okay, so like I was saying, if you think monetization is essentially about you just taking, you don't even know where you've entered. Even the laws of the universe, the way God created it, will fight you. You like this. I'm just talking to you now. Like, this is probably the peak of my expression. I've meditated on these conversations long enough. If you think monetization is about you, don't worry. Your brokenness is gymming. Some of you, selfishness, okay, you want everything. Like I told you guys, I am not raising anybody for free. The only thing is that sometimes we lower the bar because we know that some people are in some phases of their lives where they might not afford to make certain sacrifices. And see, it will show. I will ask now, all of you that we will pick, I will ask about you, whether you're the one. If you miss your classes or whatever it is that the person organized, I'm telling you, on my post, I will call you out. So that you will not go into another person's DM and be forming that you don't have money or you don't have data, you can't pay for this, you can't pay for that. So I'm saying this now so that you understand that, see, for you to go up in life, you need to make sacrifices. You need to money is sacrifice. So and we're saying money, 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 and some of you are already trying to track down the person you want to collect money from. Let me tell you the truth. Money is simply solving problems. And guess what? Problems will consistently evolve. And for me, I don't know, something in me is beginning to tell me that, I mean, the technological revolution that is ongoing, but it will get to a point where whatever you studied in school, which is already happening, will not really matter. It will be how many problems you're able to solve. And then it will not just be how many problems you're able to solve. Is in time, place, and person, right? Your personality, how you solve the problem, the place you solve the problem if you're nearer to the source. And then, of course, how fast you're able to solve the problem. These are all areas of efficiency if you really want to stand out in these times. So I'm saying it again. If you think that you want to make money and you don't want to give first, that's exactly why some of you think that it will take 1 month on LinkedIn before you start making money. You don't even know where you are. I'm telling you the truth. In fact, I've entered my element. Somebody say, Mother Eagle, speak, speak, speak. Before I call my next speaker, say, speak, 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 speak. Somebody say, Mother Eagle is serious. So I am very serious because it's becoming very pathetic. See, the reason why some of you are actually not making money is that you're too in your feelings, you're too in yourself, you're too. Everybody has to come to me, and so you're trying to manipulate every form to have those traffic. And when you have those traffics, now let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know about the LinkedIn traffic. There is no LinkedIn traffic that lacks. The best thing you can do is to develop a magnetic personal brand, a magnetic presence on LinkedIn. But you know what? The way the algorithm is created, the algorithm runs on flesh and blood. I'll say it again. This one, you will not hear it anywhere else. Even me, I entered into it by meditation. It means that it doesn't want systems. That's why LinkedIn crabs down on a lot of accounts back to back. Some people who try to use automations, after a while, it's against the terms and conditions for the operation of LinkedIn. If you use operation, sooner or later they'll cramp on your account. That's why it's very easy for us to start screaming for virtual assistants, because they are always the one maybe trying to handle somebody else's account, or they probably open two accounts in the same IP address and then they are cramped up. The way LinkedIn was wired is his flesh and blood. So it means that if you don't know a strategy that is convertible, right, you are just dancing. Because let me tell you, every wave, every season will have new groups of people making waves. And see, it's not even about selflessness. Just get comfortable with it. When you get comfortable with it, you will start asking yourself questions. So it's not even about who is currently in vogue, is who is converting the most. Because in the end, when you leave this platform, right, it will be more like, how much have you been able to make so far? And if you don't have it, that's another journey on its own. So for some of you who are being super dramatic, you're feeling headache, like me, I told you guys. So that's why I started posting by 5:30 every morning, because my dear, money must be made. I saw somebody say in the platform, in the comments, that there's no way you can make money, monetize without visibility. Exactly why we have the LinkedIn King here. It's simple, right? You need to be visible to make money. But if at time T, your visibility is not producing money, that visibility is not, I don't know how to explain this for you. The same way you are being stressed, imagine the way you're stressed and you're showing up on LinkedIn is the same way every other person is stressed. So if you are not meeting their needs, in a matter of time, those people you came to the platform with would disappear. And I'm telling you guys the truth. Most of the people we started with are no longer here. And it's simple. It's simple. If you're not meeting your needs, you start asking yourself question. I mean, imagine spending 4 hours and you don't even know how to monetize yet, and you're just hoping that somebody will just come and pick you, come and pick me. As there's nothing so silly as that. I'm telling you the truth. I'm so sorry. Like I told you guys, in my community, we build along three pillars. We build for job, we build for business, and we build for content creation. So we are not waiting for anybody to come and pick us. You see, when everybody is saying position, attract inbound leads, you are on a long, you are like, I don't know how to say it. Like I said, the goal, me, as much as possible, I try not to put anybody under pressure, but I am asking you to open your eyes now for your niche. If you think you're going to just be showing up and then somebody will come and pick you, after you have 500 likes and comments, I'm telling you again, you're leaving yourself to hope. And hope is not bad if you're a believer. But if you're not even trusting in God and you're hoping lightly, I don't know what your plan is. And like I said it again, me like this, I'm telling you, I did finish gate for nearly 7 months. This thing that people are seeing on this life is joke. What is 80? We had 1,000 people every week. You don't know what that means. 300 people in our room every weekend then, on an average. But see, there was no monetization strategy. And trust me, all I was just saying, I was just saying, Dr. Vivian, now you, or the way people are calling me Mother Eagle, that's how they were calling me then and celebrating me, and I had nothing to show for it. Well, thank God my habit was always trying to put my friends forward and anybody who is in my community so that they can get visibility and all the monies that they need. But until I built the structure for myself, I didn't make a dime. And trust me, if you're talking about sleepless nights, in fact, my husband literally every single time I say it on my post, begs me to sleep. Because once I put my head in something, I must see you win. But if I am telling you this now, for some of you whose head is doing paka paka, not all of you will grow by jobs. Wake up. This is 2025. And see, let me tell you the truth. The more AI tools that are coming out, the more you are likely going to be out of the bus. So except you start thinking of how you're going to solve problems across other niches. And what I mean niche, across other expressions. So you are a virtual assistant, you have to think of the business aspect of virtual assistant. You have to think of the content creation aspect. See, I'm telling you all this free of charge. No, now. Let me go next to our next speaker. So if you are probably getting some value, I want you to drop value so that I know that I'm not talking to the thing. And one of the things that God taught me outrightly is don't drop your pearls to the swine. I don't want to be talking to people who don't value anything I'm saying, who just say it's just about visibility, it's not about showing up. the truth is I'm still here with you all because me, I know the importance of LinkedIn. I'm not going anywhere. The only thing is in my language, right? If you're from across the world, don't worry. I'm going to explain what it is. It says abachoso agomile. In my language is you don't argue with people. You just tell them, let's look in the next 1 year. By the time you see that not everybody will follow that regular curve, everybody's painting for you. And by then you would have lost a whole year. You now start telling yourself. I've seen people on their posts. In fact, just yesterday, somebody will say, they play. You think say you can make money on LinkedIn in 30 days. They play. And I'm like, what side of LinkedIn are these people? You don't even know where you are like this. So you don't even know the platform that you're in. And most times, these are the knowledge that is flying all across that is discouraging people from stretching. So like I'm saying, when you have held on to everything we are discussing tonight, when you're showing up 5:30 or showing up 5 a.m., you know the strategy. Once you've had people engage on your post and you're at least maybe satisfactorily, that's what is called satisfactory, satisfactorily visible, you know the next thing you're going to do. You're not waiting for anybody to come and pick you in this life. You are creating roads for people. That's exactly what the Phoenix Gate does. And that is what I did in the book club. For the people who are going to join us for the next phase, we will still do the same thing. See, all of you must come out. For the people who have not been talking, you will get comfortable. Anyway, I'll just you guys, I don't want to take on most of the space. Like I said, part of the reason why I'm celebrating or I held this, even though this is like my official launch date, but I said that I am going to give. That's why I'm bringing a lot of my friends to come and share their lights and what they've been experiencing so that you can see yourself in them and start making the requisite sacrifices now. Make the requisite sacrifices now to stand out. So if you're still waiting for somebody to come and pick you, don't worry. The AI that is preparing itself to take over your spot is still gymming in Afghanistan. So instead of you to probably think of ways to express your knowledge in business forms, even to be part of the people who will curate some of those AIs, I think we have somebody who is going to talk to us about APIs as well. I'm hoping that he will touch that aspect of scaling and being able to know when to pivot. Because trust me, this is not a generation to be forming virtual assistant and you're waiting for somebody to come and pick you. Oh, this thing is so emotional to me. I can even start crying now. I'm serious. Like and most of you, what you see everywhere is people saying positioning. So your goal is so that you just be positioning yourself every day. You post so that somebody will come and pick you. You're not even thinking of how you can be part of the solution, how you can answer people's pain points directly, come up with business structures to scale, start creating content on other platforms that can take long videos and start earning money. Then I know that that thing that is worrying you, even your village people have seen it and say, my hands are not in it. So like I said again, this is your mother ego, also known as Dr. Ginger. I when I enter my elements, I will introduce myself in that place. So if you want to hear more of this, just wait, right? Like I promised you, there are many things you're going to be hearing tonight. I planned the structure of this event, and then I'm hoping that a whole lot of people, if you're just joining us, kindly help us share this event because we want to conduct deliverance today. Because a lot of people are carried away. They don't know what they are doing on LinkedIn. And I'm saying it again. I'm hoping that you're able to find yourself tonight. So let me just bring in our next speaker. I think I can't see the LinkedIn King. He was supposed to be here. Joshua Nkemeka, please, if you're ready, also let me know so that I can bring you on board. And for me, the cue for you to come on board is that your camera is on because this is a video event. So please just let me know. Once I see your camera on, I'm going to bring you. So thank you so much. So then my next speaker, hey, I literally I gleaned from his post, right? Of course, for me, like I said, I'm also very big on visibility, a lot more, very big on visibility. And most times what happens to us on LinkedIn is anytime we show up on the platform, everybody's just wondering how to become visible. So they see other people having engagements, all of a sudden, they just lose priority completely. They don't know that there are things that other people are doing. I mean, I think was it last week Thursday or so. Last week Thursday, I got into a DM with someone in the US and then he was telling me something. I was like, okay. So while we are here busy trying to count on how many people liked our comments and posts, somebody is out there in the back end doing some dangerous things. So tonight I'm going to be letting him as well introduce himself. And then he's going to talk to us, sir. Like I said, I had told you earlier what I would want you to share with my community. Even me, like I came with my materials because this is probably me also. It's not probably, this is me submitting myself because I know that outrightly our mentality is skewed. And for the Africa that we're looking for, like for the generation of people that we're hoping to raise, I know that all these things that seem to matter to us is not really where the thing is. So today, with a clapping ovation, please, I would want us to celebrate him in the comment section as well. I'm going to be handing over the mic to Mr. Echa. Thank you so much for coming on board, Mr. Echa. Thank you. The mic is yours.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Okay, awesome. Thank you for having me. You guys have been very electrifying. I love what I was seeing on the comment section. You have quite an interesting group here. Especially when Doctor came in and I was hearing someone saying I have belly ache. In fact, someone said I'm having unemployment headache. Another person said marketing insomnia. But that's interesting. It also shows me how creative we are, and then looking at the different people that are in the audience, I see quite a lot of content writers, and from the comments, I can see they are quite very, very creative. And creativity is really what God has called us to do, right? God didn't finish everything. He created us and everything we needed, and then handed over to us as it were, and then somehow, human beings created technology, and it's looking like technology is the one creating things now. But the truth is, just like you said, Dr. Vivian, the LinkedIn algorithm is sort of trying to make sure that the platform is as human as possible. So it's thriving on flesh and blood, as you call it, and to avoid bots and things that are being automated, right? And that also reminds me that even every technology we use today, be it laptop, be it cars, be it industrial machines, be it airplanes, they are all expressions of um, enabling what a human being would do ordinarily. Okay, so I think for this call, I would like to just talk about the company called Samsung. If you've heard of Samsung, it would be very strange to imagine that Samsung started off as a grocery shop. Can you believe that? Like, so shocking. They were selling dried fish. Yes, yes, dried fish. So, but look at the company now. All right. So they were selling dried fish at the beginning, somewhere around in the 1930s, right? Dried fish, noodles, and all those things, things that were common in South Korea and the likes, but mostly foodstuffs. So imagine a shop that you go to buy dried fish and things like that, but they took advantage of the opportunities that came as a result of the economy transitioning. So during the World War or the Korean War, as the case may be, they decided to move into textile because during the war, food is a very scarce commodity. So of course, that business was threatened, and then they had to move into textile, right? Because during the war, even the only economy is the war economy. So the soldiers have to wear uniform, and things like that. So they went into producing, they just sort of stayed relevant with the times, right? And then after the war, of course, having gained a lot of stickiness with the government, of course, they now went into industrialization because after the war, usually industrialization came to scale up things and also help the economy. So gradually they moved into chemicals and petrochemicals, and then from there, they now created their first black and white television. That was the beginning of it. So, but my main main point here is not just to talk about the history of Samsung. You see, even a television in itself as a product, right, is a combination of different products, right? And that's the story of Samsung is right inside there, because while producing industrial products, they were producing screws, producing bolts, producing metals of different shapes and all that, you know. And then they started creating semiconductors. Semiconductors are just little electronics that are inside most electronic device. And that's why you see that any electronic company that produces one electronic device is virtually able to produce other types of electronics. At least we know of Oraimo, right? From earpiece and all that, they start producing even clipper. Why? Because it's the same components inside. And what did they do? They just scaled up what they had, and that's the drive of industrialization, really, So I don't know whether what content you are creating today. I don't know what business you are in, whether you're a doctor or whatever, right? The truth is that if you look at that product you are selling, everything that makes up that product is a product in itself. All right. So like doctor is doing here, you probably also started off as a content writer, right? Or something in the likes. And then what then did you do? Only you cannot serve your community of demand, right? And then you decide to monetize it. Like, okay, let me train other people, create multiple me's, right? And then with that alone, you're able to serve more customers because every business has a peak, right? A peak where no matter how much you try, you would be increasing your revenue, but your profit is still the same. So at that point, you just need to scale out, all right? For those in the service industry, the best way to scale out is to multiply yourself, right? If you cannot multiply yourself, then you diversify into other areas. Those are the only two options for survival, in quotes, right? Like you see Samsung totally, moved from dried fish to textile, right? Based on what was, demanded at the time, right? But after the war, apart from textile, they went into electronics, they went into industrial products and all that, while still doing textile. Do you understand? So uh, for televisions, let me come back to televisions, right? And I said there are lots of components that within the television, all talking to each other. Just the same way my hand is working with my mouth and probably my face to convince you about what I'm saying, right? So there are many things working together. Do you know I can lend this hand to another person that does not have a hand? I can lend these eyes to another person who doesn't have eyes. But by the time I lend it, the person is now able to do what the person would have intended to do without hands or without eyes, right? So likewise, in technology, we have what we call APIs. The function of those APIs are simple to help us do what we ordinarily would not be able to do. So today, you guys are wonderful content writers. We also have doctors that are primed in, they know every part of our bodies and the way it works. But that knowledge, like doctor said, the doctor that spoke before me, that knowledge is useless. And then the people that would need that knowledge in order to survive one ailment or the other, or survive unemployment trauma, is useless, right? If he cannot connect with a content writer that can curate what he knows in a way that is relatable. And that's what I try to do as a tech person as well. My mission is to bring tech to a level where it is relatable and we all can use it to leverage and scale up our capabilities. That's what tech has come to do. Okay, so basically my encouragement today, right, is whatever levels of income you are at, you have an intrinsic value. Somebody needs that value, but that person cannot reach you except you are connected. So whatever businesses you are on, the best thing you can do first is to be digital first. Have a presence online on all the relevant platforms. Make connections just like we are doing here, right? Make connections with your community. And there was a speaker that spoke about, I think it was Uchenna. He spoke about identifying your audience, your clients, right? Those that need what you have, those that engage you, right? And then, like Dr. Vivian said, she had, thousands of people, in previous platforms, and somehow she was not monetizing it, and things like that, right? But she has gotten over that curve, right? But the important thing here is being able to connect with them and provide that value. Value in itself. How do you know that you have value? Except there's value in return. Any value that is given free, uh, I'm not sure whether it is value or any value that is received free, right? So while some people pay for value, some other people appreciate value. Should be able to give back in value as well, right? So, but I'm here to encourage us. Let's leverage on tech. Um, how do you scale up from whatever levels of income you have now to what you want it to be? Maybe a seven-figure, eight-figure, as the case may be. There are two ways. One, you can either decide to increase your revenue, like I said, and technology can help you do that. And I've explained through APIs, you can extend your reach, just like the Mama Put. I think there was a post somewhere where they said someone on Chowdeck, right? While in our one shop, right, she didn't have so much customers. But by moving on to Chowdeck, right, within, I think she started in 2019, she has grossed over 5 billion. 5 billion naira in sales cumulative, right? That's what tech can do for you. Really, how many of those customers can her physical shop contain? Your guess is as good as mine, right? But technology blows it to proportions that are unbelievable, right? So the earlier we embrace tech, the better. We can't discuss everything here, but I'll be open for engagement to see how you can design a technical structure around your business to help you scale, right? I hope I was clear enough, Doctor. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Amazing. Please, can we celebrate Mr. Edge? I want us to all celebrate. This is amazing. Amazing. I think I'll be the first person to reach out to you first off, because I think from here we need to plan a one-on-one gist within the week. You just send me your calendar and I would see where we can both meet, because I believe we actually need a special event for this discussion, because a lot of people need to wake up, like I said. So I'm grateful that you'll be that technological like circuit out into reach more people, and then so that those people who are willing, who have been listening to us, who are willing to just start dreaming and not just hoping that they are picked, can also align themselves. And so please, everybody, if you want Mr. Eche back, just say we want Mr. Eche back, so that he will
Absolutely.
see it by himself. Tag him very well. Tag him very well so that he can see it as well after this event, so that he will know the importance. Hopefully, we jump on the one-on-one call to make sure that we fix another date. That will be probably sometime next month, because I think this event should be monthly, so that we're able to spread the value. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on board. I celebrate you. And I'm walking away with dry crayfish.
Thank you
Oh
so much,
God,
Doctor.
this is huge. Samsung and crayfish. I don't think I will get that. I mean, dried fish. I don't think I'll get that off my mind. So everybody keep typing. We want Mr. Eche back. He needs to know. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time from your busy schedule to join us. Immediately you said you were going to come, I just started screaming. So, but then I'm grateful. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me. God bless you.
Thank, thank you, sir. Okay, so guys, we are at that moment that we've all been waiting for. Another amazing person has joined in. This is your one and only LinkedIn King. Sir, I'm giving you the mic. Go ahead and dish visibility like none other. It's good to see you. You can have the mic right now. So, Mr. Esha, you can see a lot of people are saying we want you back. We want you back. So you're going to see a whole lot of tags. Um, thinking your mic is muted.
Can you hear me now?
Crystal.
Yeah, Dr. Vida, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share on your platform. I don't take it for granted. I'm so excited to pour into everyone here today. I'm not holding anything back. Looking at the comment section, it's encouraging. You guys are reminding me that I'm not small and I'm not alone. Thank you for rooting for me, and I'm truly, truly, truly appreciate everyone here. My name is
Okay.
Cosability on LinkedIn. Can you hear me? Because
Crystal,
there's
okay. I think
network
the
issue
network
here.
was, yes, it moved a bit, but I think you're back.
Okay, okay. So then we'll be talking about visibility on LinkedIn. The thing is that everybody wants to be visible, but are you ready to work to have it? I'll be honest with you. LinkedIn is very hard. It's not like the other platform like Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. LinkedIn is very hard. You need to give your all just to make sure that okay, you have what it takes for you to be visible, right? Visibility starts from you. I want this. What is the right things I will do? What is the right things? Because you cannot say you want to be visible and you're not putting in the work. So today I want to have a free one-on-one call with someone today from the comment section. So the first person that will tell me the meaning of visibility. So yeah, I cannot see the comment section. Maybe you will help me. The first person that will tell me the meaning of visibility. What is visibility? The first person.
Okay, so I'm watching out for that.
Okay, just let me check. What is
There will
visibility?
be a little. We are faster. We in the studio, we're faster than people who are online. So it's probably in the next 1 minute you're going to see it.
Oh,
So
okay.
probably let me see. Just give us 1 minute. So they are probably hearing it now. Okay, this is when everybody starts saying link thinking, link
How,
thinking. But we've long moved beyond here.
what is what is visibility? Is anybody yet?
Okay, let me check now. Okay, somebody's is okay. Somebody has written one thing. So I'll find the first person.
Okay.
Okay, Ayobami Asere says visibility means monetizing your online presence. Wahala. Okay, let me look for another one. Deborah said
Let's
visibility
do
means
another
being
one.
seen in the right places. Deborah said, okay, let me spotlight it so that you
Yes,
can see it as
okay, I'll work with Deborah. Visibility means being seen in the right place. So just send me a DM on LinkedIn. So visibility is how easy the
good.
right people can see your company, your profile, what you can do. I will take it again. How easy the right people can see your content. It is your content, it is not mine. So it is your content and your profile. So actually, are you giving value in what you are saying? Is your content giving value? Like, okay, this one will say, okay, I want to work with this person. I want to engage in this person. So your content have to give something that people will say, okay, it can make you to be visible, right? So I have this six pillar I'm actually using to work for myself that is actually working because when I was showing up on LinkedIn, I was actually struggling, right? So I've come to like I've hacked algorithm is working for me, right? Most of you are saying, okay, algorithm is not. No, it is you that will act algorithm in a way that okay, this is actually working. So the first one is positioning. The second one is community, engagement, consistency, profile optimization. The first one is positioning, community, engagement, consistency, and profile optimization and clarity. So let's talk about positioning. Positioning is the way that you see this person. So let's go back to our LinkedIn king, right? Because he loves to like drag us. So let's talk about LinkedIn king. Sometimes I love it when we go back to people's previous past and try to check what is actually working for that person. If you go back to like 2 months ago, you realize that okay, LinkedIn King was actually showing up, but he was not showing up well. It was showing up in a way that, okay, let's use fine boy. It was showing up in a way that it was doing fine boy, but it was not actually working. There's a time when leading king will talk about, okay, AI. It's more like leading king is the ambassador of AI. In a way that he was using AI, there was one day when he celebrated 1K followers, and he used AI, and the picture he actually used was different from his main picture. So tomorrow people can go back and go and drag LinkedIn king because it was actually showing up in a wrong way. But now he have tend to like crack along in a way that when he make a post in the first before 1 hour, like he's got like a 200 like before 1 hour, right? So that was the mentality I brought on LinkedIn. That was the strategy I was using then because I felt, okay, LinkedIn, Instagram is like where you show up in a way that you have made it. So I was coming in on the Monday, I was show up with this particular picture. On Tuesday, this, Wednesday, this. But when I was showing up, nothing was working, nobody was coming to engage. I was like, that was when I knew that, okay, this thing is not actually working. I are showing up. The network is rolling.
Okay, so sorry. Yes, I think you're frozen for a bit, but I've laughed out my lungs. Okay, so while his network is
But
coming,
you can hear
okay,
me.
can you? Yes, you're back. Please go ahead. The mic is yours.
Okay. So I was showing up in the way that I was showing up like a fine boy. I will come today with this picture on a Monday, on Tuesday this, Wednesday this, and a Thursday that. So it gets to a point that I was tired. That I would drag that a post and post it, but no one will come and comment. I will get like 2 to 3, 4 like. So if I see anybody that have like 20 or God, do you know what that means? So I ghosted LinkedIn because I said I'm not doing it again because I cannot be showing up when nothing is happening. There's somebody had to reach out to me, my friend, blessing. Because I came back, but I was still showing up, but nothing was happening. So I now went far and said, okay, this platform needs to work for me. I need to like crack it. I went back, I studied it. Then I came back, I was showing up and things was working. That was when I realized that LinkedIn, there's strategy. So for the newbies, if you are showing up, try to show up with one particular picture. Let people know you for that picture. Don't come and do fine boy and fine get. I don't do anything no work. So show up in a way that, okay, somebody will know, okay, this is the person. Somebody will say, okay, this is the picture and it's working. So let's talk about our top creators. Let's say like Perfect, Joshua, Precious. If they are coming in a way, they can come with a different picture because they have been on this platform. They have trust. People understand them. So if you are coming now, try to show up in a way that, okay, let me use this picture. There's a way you can change. Let's say you make a post in that same comment section where you talk about what you do. You can change the picture, but for now, try to show up in a way that, okay, this picture, let people know it for this. So let's talk about content strategy. Most of us we are showing up in a way that there's no calendar. We just come and post. Some are even posting for vibe. Why some just, but there's no calendar. Once you have calendar, I don't think we know that, okay, this is how you are showing up. This is how you are showing up, and the thing will start working for you, right? So let's talk about people that normally show up in your own niche. You come today, you post your niche. Tomorrow, you post your niche. So if you are posting your niche, okay, let's say you are a data analyst and you are a VA. You don't expect me as a content writer to come and understand what you are saying because you are posting it for your own people, for your own niche people. So if you are coming in, there's a way you post your niche that everybody will understand. You can come like using like a story. So that story actually beats what you actually do on LinkedIn because this person actually they will understand what you're saying. So a market woman, anybody can give you work once you relate what you are doing on LinkedIn with your niche. So like me, that I have a calendar of how I show up and not just come and say, okay, I will drop this, I will drop this. So the next one is community. Let's move back to because there's no time. The next one is community. Most of you are showing up on LinkedIn and there's no community. I don't be relation. You can hear me, it is rolling.
Yes, your network is. Oh my God, your network just rolled again. But please go ahead.
Okay. So the next one is community. I don't understand how you be on LinkedIn and you don't build relationship with people, right? They say for everything money can buy, relationship can do better. For everything money can can, but that's why you see, okay, most they are strongly, but when they have connection, okay, let's make this an example. Okay, let's say there's a company that is looking for people them, but they will just put that advert there. It's not as if they need people. They already have people that will work for them. That's because they have like a relation that say, okay, this one come and work. So I'll be teaching us three ways of how to build
Okay, so I think
you can hear
his
me.
network your network went out again. Is it possible for you to change? Can you change your network source? Like, do you have an alternative? Because you
I have changed to Airtel. Even the MTN stuff. MTN is no longer working again. I will
okay. Do you want me to give you a moment? Let me give you a moment too. Can you maybe sort that out? We're still
okay, let
here.
me change the
Yes, let me give him. Okay, awesome. So I've been seeing a whole lot of people talking. Yes, this is value. Beautiful. We need it. Okay, awesome. Ah, okay, so let me just see if I have someone else. Please, all our speakers backstage, if you're ready, just turn on your camera. That's a cue from me to bring you in. So yes, the LinkedIn King was talking about visibility. So I think the funniest part in all this was, I think for most people who are currently new and on LinkedIn, you think that this is Instagram where you post a photo, you say Monday picture, Tuesday picture. You know, on Instagram, if you post maybe like one picture twice, in fact, people will reduce. You notice that the number of your likes will have by will reduce by half because people are like, duh, I've seen this before. Why are you posting it again? But on LinkedIn, it's about brand awareness. Like, people should know that this is your face consistently. In fact, that's part of the challenge I had when my profile photo came out. For a while, I wasn't really so concerned about the platform. So when I did my whole LinkedIn profile optimization and all, my graphic designer went to town, like went to town with my photo. So up to today, I can't change that photo because that is the memorabilia. That's how people know me. And I planned that from beginning. So I don't have the luxury some of you have where you keep changing photos. I've not changed from this was my profile picture is the first profile picture optimization I've ever heard. And it's still there right now. So, like I said, and some of my friends who I would normally see on LinkedIn, sometimes this week I'll see them like this. Another week I'll see them with blue hair. I'm like, okay, how do you want to make people remember you? We're not even talking about photos in the comments. We're talking about your profile photo. As much as possible, you'd want to keep your memory intact, even if, like, at least if it's one photo that you have started building with. Then another one I've seen commonly is that I have seen 3 or 4 people looking alike, like triplets on this platform. Okay, that's my best part. I've seen 3 people. I've seen 5 people looking alike on this platform. You can guess what that is. They created their profile photo with ChatGPT. Hey God, that's all I can see. So you want people who would see you live and they will see another person who looks like you. So it means that somebody can actually probably see your photo and remember that particular face and see somebody else and enter that person's DM and give them your favors. That's the problem that some of you don't understand. So when people are screaming profile photo, they're not just saying it because they want to say it. And they're not saying it for the beauty or for the glory of it. They're just saying that they want something to remember you by. So whatever it is, whatever ultimate profile optimization you want to do, ensure that the photo you use is the photo you maintain because people remember you like that. For my profile photo, you'll notice one striped purple behind it. That one is something that in the next 20 years it won't come out. Even if I decide to do another photo shoots, professional photo shoots in 2026 or 2027, I will not take out that stripe behind my head because it has now built a form of memorabilia for everywhere I enter. I think somebody came to my comment section and said, Dr. Vivian, you're everywhere. I said, yes, that's in my mind. I'm sure the person was trying to be sassy and negative, right? But in my spirit, I was like, exactly. Until I get to that point, especially because I am clear with what I am offering or serving, I need to be visible because the goal is for you to say you have seen me everywhere, then I'm doing work because I know exactly what I am doing. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so people, please go ahead for now while we're trying to what did you call it? While we're trying to fix get other people on board to complete or do some speaker transitioning. Please connect with your niche. If you are here, please type. I saw somebody crying out. Community of virtual assistants, where are you? Community of social media managers, please, where are you? Start finding yourself and connect with yourself so that you can find help with the persons you have been connecting with. So I can see backstage two of my amazing speakers, Joshua and Nkememeka. Oh, I hope I'm pronouncing your name. I'm so sorry. Then I can see Dr. Ish. The storytelling mogul is also on ground. So please, guys, if you're probably just joining in, you're doing well, kindly repost. I noticed that we have quite, at least we have come a long way. So thank you for everybody who has talked to us till now. Like I told you guys, the gifts will keep coming. The gift will keep coming. I have held their neck. Everybody who is going to speak is going to lay down, maybe lower the bar a little lower so that you can cross in if you don't have what it takes to make some sacrifice at this time. Like I told you guys, the whole essence of monetization is given. So you should not be proud to be some of the people who collected from people. No. Yeah, of course, the scriptures has always given us a tenet that better is the hand that gives than the one that takes, right? So it's always better. Okay, so it's not that script. Surprisingly, that verse is not in the script. I think it was Lucky did Lucky did what that led us down that path. But whatever it is, the basic principle is that it is always better to be the one giving in every proposition. And that's why I'm not probably a big fan of sitting down so that people can pick you. You should get your mind working enough to give people an umbrella to start something. That's exactly what Phoenix Gate is doing. And that's exactly what we are raising everybody in our community to do. Okay, so let me see. Well, I think Mommy Ish, my Dr. Ish is ready. Good evening, dear Mama. You're welcome on board. You are speaking to our latest author. Our latest author in the house. I mean, yesterday I went for her launch, her book launch, and it was all shades of amazing. She's an avid reader, a founder. She's a viral queen, virality queen. I don't know what I was saying. She's viral on YouTube. I don't even know how she maintains her presence on LinkedIn after her new found love. And then, of course, she's the queen of storytelling. Everything stories, you're going to be experiencing her. And I told her that launch that she did on YouTube, we cannot count it as launch. We'll still do another one here. So hopefully, maybe somewhere in her conversation, she's going to invite us to her own, because she is somebody that I would want a whole lot of us to meet. She has been someone that has given us shoulders for support and strengthening us. And time to time, when I, of course, run into one of those moments, she's always somebody I share ideas with. And it's so good to see that you're able to make our time to be here today, dear ma'am. So I'm going to be handing over the mic to you. Just encourage us, tell us something. And then, of course, don't forget to tell us where to get your book as well. If you have somebody from your community who can put it in the comments, please let them go ahead and put it in the comment for you as well. Dear ma'am, the mic is yours.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Doc. As always, I'm honored, and it's such a pleasure to always have an opportunity to share, impact, give value, and one of the exciting things about opportunities like this is being able to help others. There's this saying in our parlance, they say, follow who know road. You understand? And for every top creator out there, we all started at point zero. When you go through many LinkedIn posts, you always keep seeing there's almost a pattern where you hear, I have deleted the app 15,000 times. I've been on LinkedIn for 25 years, but I only just, and another thing to notice, many of us came on LinkedIn for one thing and pivoted to something else. I'll give an example. I personally came on LinkedIn because I was looking for a job. I only ever remember my LinkedIn profile when I need to change jobs. Maybe when my boss is getting crazy or my colleagues, their toxicity is becoming too much. And I'm like, maybe they say LinkedIn is to find job, but the sad part is that you jump on the LinkedIn. First of all, it's the congratulations that hits you for the first 2 weeks. Everybody is congratulating. I just got 1,000 subscribers, or I'm now 1,150. You know, some people add only 10 subscribers and they will celebrate. You know, then you see everybody celebrating. The saddest one is there was a day I came on LinkedIn. I was, let me say the word fortunate. And the first post I came across was, I just closed a $1,000 deal. I said, what's going on here? What's happening on this app? Good things are just coming to people, and you know, nothing was working. But sadly, I couldn't monetize for many reasons, and that's just the few points I'm going to bring out here. One of the reasons I couldn't monetize, I didn't know, was that I had the profile picture of a warrior on my page. My picture, I had angry eyes staring at people looking at my profile. It was a frustrated picture I used at my phone. Nobody told me that, you know, you had to wear a suit, look in a certain way. So you guys are really lucky to even have people give you this information. I learned the hard way. And it was when a colleague told me, you know, human beings are wicked. You know, it's like when you're gaining weight, people tell you, oh, a sign of good living. You are getting fat, oh. They're telling you that it's a sign of good living. And it was a colleague that just told me 3 weeks ago that she couldn't send me a connection request because of my profile picture. I won't digress too much on that, but I was so upset, and I said, you are an enemy of progress, because all these years, that picture was on my profile for about 7 good years, and you never told me that I looked this terrible. Because in my eyes, you know, they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It was heaven, you know. So, yeah, so, you know, those are parts of things. So briefly, when it comes to monetization, I hear people say LinkedIn is not working. That is a lie. LinkedIn is working. LinkedIn is a gold mine. I personally have made 6-7 figures from LinkedIn. However, just as every platform has its algorithm, every platform has its process and system flow, you must learn how things are done on the platform. For instance, the rules on YouTube are different from the rules on LinkedIn. The rules on Instagram are different from the rules on LinkedIn. And you can't do TikTok shaking, you know, bomb and flying everywhere and bring it to LinkedIn. It will not work. Now, when it comes to monetization, because I know that that's the major thing many people want, your mindset is the first thing you need to work on. And after working on your mindset, that mindset should be, what pain points do I have the capacity and capability to take care of? An example will also be when I newly positioned on LinkedIn. Like, I would say I'm a woman of many parts. I'm into sales, I'm into personal branding, I'm into public speaking, I'm also into storytelling. However, I needed to niche down. I needed to select one thing to be recognized as an authority in my field. So I positioned as sales and marketing strategist. And I did a search and saw thousands and thousands of sales and marketing strategies. And for you, maybe you don't know. Do you know that people actually steal other people's headlines on LinkedIn? Permit me to use that word. You see some headlines almost having the same kind of thing. If I had a period where if I change my headline, some people will add what I put on my headline to their headline. There was a season where if I come across 50 creators, they all had storyteller, either at the beginning of their profile, the middle, or at the end. But that's story for another day. To monetize on LinkedIn, because what you must know is that LinkedIn has 2 times more buying power than any other platform. I repeat, LinkedIn has 2 times more buying power than any other platform. So you mustn't joke with it. Now, there are 3 ways you can monetize on LinkedIn. One is content monetization. 2 is service and product monetization. Then the 3rd is collaboration and partnership monetization. Now, some people are able to monetize on all 3. They can monetize their content, they can monetize through partnership and collaborations, and they can also monetize through services and products. but you don't need to rush it. The first thing you should focus on, especially if you are a new creator, is to focus on monetizing on your content. Now, content is broken into two. You have the inbound monetization process and you have the outbound monetization process. The outbound is when you become a master of sending DMs. And this is the problem many creators are having. DM monetization is a whole masterclass on its own. But just to bring it to your attention, why am I saying this? Some people have the capacity to monetize through inbound leads. That is, their content is bringing them leads. While some people are better at jumping into DMs, starting conversations. But here's the thing. It is not easy to monetize on either of them when it comes to content creation. But there's a difference between content creation and content marketing, because all these are huge topics on their own. Content creation is you will create a content, people love it, but you are unable to convert. What you may most likely get is reactions, accolades, comments, but nobody will come into your DM to tell you how much is this, what do you do. And that also goes to knowing how to craft your content. But just for you to understand, the 3 levels of monetization is the content creation, which is using your content and your experience to sell what you do. The services and products is you have services that are existing or products existing and using your content to push that. The final one is the collaboration, the partnership deals, where people say, okay, I want you to post for me 3 times, 4 times, and they pay you for that. So those are the 3 roadmaps for monetization. And you can actually master the 3, but you must focus on one first. So as a young creator, I advise the first thing to focus on is dishing out quality content first, because automatically the other ones will follow. You cannot have a great service and product without having a good content, because the content is the conduit you're going to use to explain your service, your product, and then get the partnership deals. And as I will always advocate, add a bit of storytelling. Now, why am I proposing storytelling? Storytelling is that USP that makes you different from, I'm not the only ghostwriter. I'm not the only visibility coach. Dr. Viv is not the only money woman. Everybody invited here to speak is not the only person doing what they are doing. But there's what they call the USP, which is the unique selling point. That thing that makes you stand out, and it's easiest to use storytelling. Why? All you need to do is just to apply your experiences, case studies, and all whatnot, and apply it to your content. Now, you must understand something. Even if your writing skill is wonderful, your service and products is fantastic, and you feel you are ripe and ready for collaborations and partnership deals, if your profile is not positioned properly, then that's going to be a lot of problem for you. And as I gave an earlier example, your profile picture must be professional, because so all those pictures where you see someone pouting their lips, I see people pouting their lips, I see people wearing sleeveless, I see people wearing dinner wear, I see people standing as if they're standing in front of Orisha. Orisha, when you are carrying calabash for all these all these our Nollywood movies, when they want to go and do ritual for money. Some people stand in front of bush to take pictures. Some stand in front of a car to take picture. And I look at these things, and then they enter your DM and they're marketing. I'm a brand designer. Okay, you can't be a brand designer. Go and design your own brand first. Or you see somebody coming to your DM say, I want to help you to push your engagement up. And you look at their page and they have only 200 followers. And when they drop a post, anything you want to help anybody solve, any problem you want to help anybody solve is a problem you have solved on your own self first. I repeat, any problem you want to help anybody solve, if you say, I am the best virtual assistant, I am the best engagement, it is a problem that you have solved for yourself first, meaning your focus first should be to gain credibility. You see, that credibility, money can't buy it, because that credibility is what will move you from one point to the other and make people trust anything that comes from you. So
Amazing.
let me just stop here, because I know I'm not the only speaker. Thank
Yes,
you
we
very
have
much,
a lot
Doc,
of.
once
Thank you
again.
so much,
Thank you,
Mama. This
Doc.
is amazing. I thought you were going to talk about your book, but thank you for being benevolent enough to talk about monetization. I was hoping that that was going to be the route you take since you launched yesterday. And yes, she is a queen of virality. So please, she has a book that is currently out, Viral Brand Story Blueprint. And I would want you to please check her out. Of course, you can hear some of the conversations she's having here. It wouldn't be anything that would not be in the book as
Yes.
okay specific to the niche of in that book. I was hoping that she was going to pull that part, but then it's still lovely. Please try and of course somebody said wisdom they cry, so it means that you can be sure that that book is filled with a whole lot of amazing things. Mama, I think you can put the link to the book in the comment section, so as many people who would want to quickly get the book can just
Okay.
jump on board as
I'll
well. Yes. And then I think she has a boot camp coming in October. Please, you might want to connect and hear from the horse's mouth directly. Okay.
Thank you,
So
Doc.
a few things I'm already seeing that some people were saying as a newbie, the first thing you should probably correct is your content. For a content writer, yes. For a content, see, the thing is, I've said it over and over again. Pay attention to the call of the soul for your niche. Don't go and be farming in places that are not your firms. Like I said, there are many routes. Like she said, collaboration is the easiest. In fact, you don't even have to be all that. What is happening here this night? All the people who have spoken before now collaborated with us, and they didn't have to be all that. Some of you, by the time you go to their profiles, you even see that probably some of them are not even up to 1,000, and then there's nothing wrong with it. Some of them, their posts might not have as much visibility, and there's nothing wrong with it. So we're also telling you the place of community. I think that's what marriage is. Everything we're doing tonight is literally marriage. Is a place where your weakness can be covered because you collaborated with somebody. So I'm saying it now so that there are newbies here who know that they can actually converse about their niche, so that you don't go and you start racking your brain on how to probably, let me just give an example. Let's say you are a digital marketer or a graphic designer, and then you now want to spend your whole day writing content, but you're a graphic designer. So what is the expression of a graphic designer? Just keep writing content. You understand very soon. By the time somebody comes to your content and they don't trust the fact that you can't interpret your knowledge visually, then you understand that you're probably following other people to run a long path. Let's say you're a web designer. You can still write, of course, definitely, because even a web designer will have places in the web where, so most content writers and then web designers almost just work together. I'm just saying it now because one of the things I've noticed, one error that I've noticed that a lot of people beat, especially content writers, because they need, LinkedIn is essentially a content platform. So everybody will want to mold you, press you into content writing when you know some of your niches. Nothing concern Agbero with overload. Of course, you have to find a way to express yourself for your niche, but make sure that you are expressing excellence. That's why LinkedIn currently is pushing people to do videos. Do videos. If you cannot write, try and do. Of course, you can't, you must have time. Schedule your videos out of traffic times. Most people in the morning rush, the gold rush in 5:30, 5 o'clock. Most people might not want to stop to watch your videos, but in the cool of the evening, like 6 p.m. GMT +1, you can post your videos when people are just trying to relax, and it's not like they're in a hurry of anything. They will just be watching some of those your amazing videos. And for people who are into video editing, graphic designing, you cannot be every time you're on your post, you're writing about Amala and Ewedu, when you know that you should be discussing how to express graphic, your graphics or your clients or the people you've worked with, the testimonials and all that. I'm still saying it again. Please, as much as possible, get that monetization, because monetization route is different for different niches. I'm just trying to correct that idea that somebody said here. As a newbie, nobody said you have to monetize through your content. Please don't say I will start from content, because I know that that content monetization for some of you, it is 200 likes and comments. It's like you've not heard story. At least I've been able to position myself as a mother ego. So most of your, in quotes, amazing stars, LinkedIn stars. Somehow we just find our way. We talk behind this, the what do they call it? We talk behind doors, and most of us know that it's not about the likes and comments, even though we will not say it. It's not about the, everybody knows that. I think it was LinkedIn doctor that said it. We all came to convert here, so it means that somehow everybody is interested in the money. But there will be routes that are shorter, specific for your niche. That is why you need a guide, you need a coach, so that you don't work on their generalization. Like I said, I have noticed, even me, I was roped under that thing until I woke up. I noticed that most of the people who coach the communities are content writers, and so they mold people into their what do they call it? They forcing people into their molds, and after a while, you just notice that everybody will start emphasizing those visibility formats that is not common for you, that is not necessary from your niche. I'm just warning you. So if you're a graphic designer, you cannot be posting every morning 5:30 and you're asking me why you're not getting clients. And in your post, everything you don't even explore carousels showing the intelligence and the beauty of your communication. You just want to consistently just be talking about stories that are unrelated. Like I said, I am very transactional. I think that's what I talked about in Dr. Ishi's platform yesterday. I am very, very transactional, and that is why you need to sit down and map your strategy specific for yourself. Because I saw other people, they've already started saying something that that is not their business. Some of you, it might just be testimonials that you post. You see some of these Upwork people, it's not like they write anything serious, but they will just write, I landed a client, 10 invitations. Next thing you see 1,000 likes and comments. That's because certain
Good evening, everyone. Sir, Eche, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I should probably hijack this LinkedIn live until Dr. Vivian comes back. She just admitted me to on the floor, so I should probably just say something until she comes back. So, guys, everyone in the comments, can you type something in the comments? If I'm clear, can you just type something? I think my picture is not even here, so people might not even know that it's me.
Is
Okay,
your video on?
no, it's not on. Oh, let me just leave and then come back.
Okay, hello everyone. I think my network, my password started moving, and so I was logged off. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can hear me and see me. Kindly just say Crystal.
I can hear you.
Is Josh
Joshua
here?
logged off. He said he will connect back
But he was
with his
speaking
video
just
on.
now. Okay, he was speaking
Yes,
just
he's
now.
reconnecting with his video on. That's what he said.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Josh. Okay, I think we have a few people. For the people backstage, please, if you're ready, just turn on your camera if you can. Let's just hit continue. Thank you so much, Precious, for staying in with us and keeping the comments very busy as well. Thank you so much. Okay, but all our cameras are off. Is somebody saying that, but your camera is off? Okay, yes. I think for now, Josh should be will have to speak without a camera on. Then LinkedIn King, I don't know if you'd want to conclude our conversation, but I think we have some few. Dr. Cheryl, if you're ready, please let me know. I think we just have LinkedIn King to conclude his conversation and Dr. Cheryl to speak. And then I think that's and Josh. I think we just have 3 more people, and that's all for the night. So, like I told you guys, everybody is different from every. Okay, I think I went out for a moment. Can you all hear me? Thank you so much. Okay, you can hear me clear. Oh, thank you so much. So, like I was saying, right, one of the modes that I've realized as well is that everybody is going to consistently speak from their area of passion. And that's why, like I told you guys, when we were curating the list of people who are going to speak tonight, we make sure that we spread it out. And then everybody is going to talk like an authority from their own circle of influence. But the goal is don't be somebody, you see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Don't be somebody who would just be moving from one reading of the pendulum to the other. Is that you're able to find your people, find your niche. Even when I teach in my coaching classes, I still tell people, even after I'm done working with you, pick at least first 15, then bring it down to 10, then bring it down to 5 people who are currently working your niche, who are having at least some form of results. And the truth is, on LinkedIn, visibility by people surrounding your post doesn't necessarily mean you're having those results. So I'm just saying it now so that you don't get it construed. A whole lot of people are crying behind, but then it's hope. Everybody shows up because they are hopeful that something will happen. The only thing that my community is trying so hard to do is to avoid people who will just show up and hoping that something will happen for them. Okay, so whether in your niche as the content writer, definitely you should write like your life depends on it. You should reach out to people. I don't think there should be a timeline for your growth. The only thing is map your growth at this phase. I am going to be trying this out. If somebody invites me to speak on a platform, I will latch on it because you never know. And that's exactly what we did at the LinkedIn monetization book club. Everybody who spoke tonight, right, apart from our guest speakers, there was nothing special that they did. We did not say, oh, you have to be a public speaker. No, I don't believe in that. I believe that if you will speak, of course. And then, of course, we know that communication right now is one of the best ways to express your inner thoughts, your excellence. So you can't play with words, you can't play with communication. Personally, I believe that public speaking can increase your ROI, maybe times 10, literally, because everybody needs for you to probably give them an opportunity to buy into you. So, and it will all boil down to conversation. When you feel happy, it will be because somebody said something. If you feel pain, somebody said something. So that is why for us as the community, we take as in speaking as a major form of money, a huge form of money. So I'm saying it again, so that some of you will not go and start lying down on those posts again and saying that you're going to be at this place. I want to do content monetization. So I'm going to sit on my content until people come and meet me. Or I'm going to go only into DMs until people come and meet me. I'll say it again, know your niche and the expression of your niche. Sometimes it's in the testimonials that you monetize. And most times, everybody, like I said, nobody wants to be guiding people, helping, telling you, oh yeah, the next thing you're supposed to do is, for God's sake, for me, if I'm going to work with a virtual assistant right now, like my team that I'm working with, I should not be telling you the next thing to do. I have many things on my head. I should not be thinking for you. Do you understand? And that's why we are all in the community learning the business of whatever we're doing, so that you literally start thinking as a CEO would think, and you prefer solutions in that direction, so that it's not be, I just finished writing content, I have scheduled it, what next do you want me to do? Hey, my dear, your money is still walking away. And that's literally how people are being replaced. So you write and write and write, but you are not learning the I don't know how to say, the atmosphere of keeping clients, the atmosphere of money. Dr. Ish said, called it the mindset. For me, I called it the mindset for money. Is literally proactivity in summary. that you're not waiting on anybody to be telling you to move left, move right. Is that you've sat down for your niche. You found out the pain points. You've decided on the expression. You've defined what value is from you. You ask question. In as much as you might know what value is for yourself, you should be able to ask your clients, what is value to you? So that I am able to meet your needs at time T. Like I told you guys, while we're meeting the needs, we're also looking out there because we know that there's going to be lots of AI tools coming out. That means some of these skills that some of you are bragging about is going to be less than $100 to maintain them monthly. So who would they rather pay you $100, pay you maybe $1,000 monthly, or they give AI maybe $20 subscription per month? You think about it. So that's why you must find ways to think ahead, so that beyond just answering people's pain points or providing services, you're able to walk through your services. You're emotionalizing. I think there's a team that is supposed to talk about it when you're doing audience development. Okay, I think he has spoken about it. You emotionalize your process, like you enter into when your clients open up the vulnerability points, like their pain points, you're able to enter into it and make sure that you're healing them day by day. You're producing results. Sometimes you might tell them that you want to produce a result by Wednesday, and you drop it on Tuesday, like going out of your way to satisfy and make quick deliveries. Those are the things that people want now. Literally, what will be monetized in the nearest future is social communication, like community. Most of these things are literally what will be monetized, not necessarily some of the tech skills that some of us are bragging about, because literally now some people can just click on Cloudy and to come out with all this drama that we're begging people to learn. So like she said, if you're a content writer, by all means, but I know you know that you already have a replacement. So you have to start thinking ahead of time. That is essentially what we are here for. We are here for. It's not I'm content writer. Is that Claudia AI is doing your job. ChatGPT is doing your job. What is making you stand out is those emotional points, those delivery, that's being able to be planned out. Some people, you're working with your clients as a graphic designer, and you told them that a graphic will be out on Friday, and it's night. Then you say, sir, please, I think some of the pictures you sent are not clear. And you know that people can easily just impute some things on ChatGPT and bring up something that can be a rough sketch. For every disappointment in human connection, that's how AI is just saying, "You're welcome, guys. I can do this. I think I can do this. I would effortlessly produce results." Of course, I'll say it again. Nothing can replace of a human, the essence of a human, the emotional. Of course, even I know that AI can be emotionalized too, but then the whole connectivity in connectivity in working with people cannot necessarily be replaced. That is where you should be honing yourselves. So that's what a lot of people call the soft skills, like being able to discipline yourself. If you say you're going to show up at any point, you're going to do this for somebody, delivering, making sure that you're taking up those testimonials. Yes, I was saying that I was going to say it. So if you're probably a newbie in graphic design, you don't wait to be picked. You see somebody who is about to celebrate, you see that the person is maybe in 9,909 clients, like 9,909 followers, and you know that likely the next day the person is going to be on the 10,000 followers. You quickly just create a flyer and just say, "Thank you so much, ma'am. I just noticed that you're about to clock your next milestone, and I decided to curate this for you. I don't know if you don't mind. I would really love it. It's just a way of also visibility from me, so that the time spent in coming up with something as beautiful as this can be well noted for us all. Is it possible for you to also just spotlight me by saying thank you for curating this?" Before you know it, you see that's collaboration that some of you are saying, "Wait first." So graphic designer, wait, let me first fix the content team, when you're already supposed to be flying somewhere. I think there's one very good example of somebody who leverages collaboration as a graphic designer on this app. And I think Jasmine, I don't know how to pronounce her surname very well. Let me not insult or murder it, but you need to find out how you can leverage people. You don't have to do everything from ground off, and then draw your roadmap, which is part of all that is in the book as well, so that you can connect the dots at every point. If so, it's not more like I'm going to be insisting on this one. Is that I know that these are the things I can do. If I find relationships that can make me faster. Okay, so some communities are for content writing. If I find relationships that can make me traction or move faster in this direction, I join them. And it's because in the next 30 days, in the next 20 days, I should be done with this and I'm moving to the next thing, not repeating the class over and over again or taking it as though there's something so serious or out of proportion about it. So I don't know if everybody can see me crystal clear and understand what I have been saying so far. I've had some little network glitches. Okay. Somebody, I'm beginning to crack. So I don't know, sir. I think I can see you now. I don't know if if I'm still super clear here. Okay, Mr. Josh, my Mr. Bank of Value, are you here? Kindly let us know. We should be rounding up very soon. I'm hoping that all our gifts, all our speakers have dropped their gifts for us. We have more people that will drop more gifts. I think I have not seen two people in the community
Uh,
whom I pressed their neck to give us some more gifts. So please make sure that you wait to the end if you've gotten to this point. I'll be handing over. Okay, go ahead and speak. Round off as soon as you're
good
done.
evening. Am I clear?
Yes, crystal clear.
All right. Thank you very much. Right. Sorry, Mark. Can I leave and come back immediately? I'm
You
having
say
some audio
anytime.
glitches. I'm having some audio glitches. Just let me exit and then come back.
Let me give you a. You are crystal clear. All you need to do is to mute the other phone. I think you're having two devices. Oh no, she's gone.
Abi?
Okay, you're having two devices. So all you have to do is to mute the second device, and then we're good to go.
Okay, let me just.
Okay, he has gone out. Okay, so LinkedIn King.
You can hear me?
I didn't want you to summarize, but maybe let's just have you on board since there's nobody else here, and I just disappeared. Hey God. Okay, go ahead. The mic is yours, sir.
You can hear me now? So I was talking about the six pillar of LinkedIn visibility. The first one is positioning, community engagement, consistency, profile optimization, and clarity. So I'll talk about the positioning. So I just want to like go through it. It's about you showing up with a content calendar. As for the UBs, have the calendar of how you show up, and you don't need to show up with your niche every day. If you don't know how to create a calendar, you can come to my DM and I will teach you. But it's not going to be free because we're talking about monetization now. So the other one is community. I don't know how you do LinkedIn without having a community, right? Community is more like a relationship. So I'll be teaching us about three ways how to build community on LinkedIn. The first one is that you can build community for someone connection. Okay, let's say I'll make an example. Let's say someone make a post. You go to the comment section, right? You know, there's a way we normally love people. It can be from their face, from their banner, from their niche, or from that same comment. So all you need to do is like the comments. So once you like the comments, you go to the person DM, you send a message. Oh, I saw a comment you make in so and so post. I just send you a connection request. Once the person see, the person will go and accept because most people don't tend to like accept connection like that because they want it to be active before they will accept connection. So once the person see, the person will go and accept. So from there, you don't just stop. You keep showing up for the person. You check up on the person, and maybe the person will check up on you. So from there, you go to the person and post. You engage, and the person will definitely come. So imagine as if you are doing 10 every day, right? So that's the first one. The second one is, let's say you make a post, or maybe you post a milestone or a celebration post. For people that come to engage, maybe like or comment, most of them are not part of your connection. Not everybody is your connection. So what you need to do is go back, maybe when you are less busy, you go back, right? You check the people that engage, maybe from the like or the comments. So once you check, there's the second and third. Those one are the second connection and the third connection. Those one are not part of your connection. So what you need to do, you go back and send them a connection request and go to their DMs. You say, oh, I realize you're engaged on my post, but we are not connected yet. But I just send you a connection request. So the person will go back and go and accept it. So you don't just stop from there again. You keep checking up on the person. You keep checking. So imagine you are doing like 10 to 20 every day. If 20 is too much, you can do 15 or 10. Then you will not come and tell me that you make a post and nobody's coming to engage. Is never going to happen. So the last one is okay. Let's say this one is more like a connection list, right? Let's say somebody make a post. It can be like a top creator. You can find a top creator on your niche that when the person make a post, the person normally have a lot of engagement, right? I don't know, like everybody have different needs. So just find somebody in your niche that when the person make a post, the person will have a lot of engagement. So what you need to do, you will have to comment. Check, you need to know the person posting time. It can be around 6, around 5. Know when the person normally drop post. So let's say the person normally show up around 6 a.m. What you need to do, that kind like 5:59, you go to the person profile, you will refresh it. But meanwhile, you already scheduled a comment you are going to show up with the person. It can be a funny comment. I don't care the comments you are dropping, more like something that will trigger people to now say, okay, I want to engage on this your comment. So you copy the comment. Once the person post go live, make sure you are the first to second person that will show up. Once the comment, once the person make a post, you go back and drop that comment. You might do it for the first, second time, people will not engage, but keep doing it. And make sure the comment is a funny comment that people will say, okay, I want to come and show up for this same comment on that same person post. So what you get, maybe people will come and like engage, some will like and some will comment. So what you need to do, you go back to that comment and you send them a connection request and go to their DMs. You now be like, oh, I realize you engaged in a post of this person that I commented. I just send you a connection request. So you keep going back and you check up on the person, you check up on the person. From there, you are building relationship with that person, right? You are building relationship, not just you just have followers. You don't check up on them because if you make a post, those are the people that will come and show up for you, right? Those people can recommend job for you. They can recommend opportunities for you. Let's say you have a connection. You can build 50 to 20 a relationship with your connection. I know that some might be okay. Let's say 5,000, 2,000. You don't just leave that. You be like a relationship with
Um,
them. Let's Joshua is talking.
sorry, sir. Please continue.
Oh, okay. From that connection, you can build like 10 to 50% from your own connection list, right? Okay, let's say somebody normally engage on your post, or you go back to your connection list and check. There's some people that normally show up every day, but something happened that they did not make a post. Let's say 2 days, 3 days. So what you need to do, you go back to your connection and check people profile. Once you check the person have not shown up for 2 days, you check up on the person, you go to the person there, you send them a message. Oh, you have not been showing up, or I've not been seeing your post. The person will come and say, okay, maybe they are busy or they are going through something. So let's say the person now come back 2 to 3 days after. The person would want to make a post about you because when the person was away, you check up on the person. The person might mention you or he might just put your picture and create a content for you. From there, people will start engaging with you and start following you. So the next one is engagement. So there's this thing about LinkedIn, right? So I want us to have the mindset of how we engage on people. Have this mindset that, okay, you are engaging on people because they are less privileged. Have the mindset of, okay, this person is the less privileged. You know, less privileged now, you can only give, you can't receive because the person cannot give you back, right? So have this mindset like, okay, this person is the less privileged. Let me just show up for the person, right? Because I know for a fact that I've been on this LinkedIn and I've been showing up for like 2 to 3 persons. When I wake up like maybe 5:30 or around 5 to say, okay, let me engage on people's posts. There's these two people I normally see on my timeline. They are the first people I will see. But I'll be showing up for them, but they have no one day say they should come and show up for me. But I will not say because they are not showing up for me, I'm not sure for them. No, I have that mindset that okay, you are helping them like more than like the less spirit, they will not come back to you. Right? When you keep doing that, because you can get so many things from comments, you can get opportunity, you can get gig, you can get real relationship. The gig I got £1,000 through comments. I was commenting. That was the first thing I brought about my being visible, right? Because I was showing up for anybody. I was showing up on any post I see. They started calling me comment king. So somebody actually reached out to me on WhatsApp, and the person was saying, "Okay, I saw a comment you made. It's just somebody's post. The person did not like. The person did not notify me the post, right? So the person now reached out and said, "Okay, I checked your profile and I realized that you are writing well. I want you to work with me. That's for just 3 months." And the person said he's going to pay me 1.9 million. I kid you not. So when I saw the message, I was like, wow, I even thought like it was a scam, right? So I didn't really put more interest in the message. So the person was not like, okay, I should send my account number. I said, send my account number. How? I did not. So he now said, okay, I should send my name. He sent my details to, he said I should send my CV and he sent my details to the HRO. In less than 24 hours, I got a offer letter. I was like, wow. So I did not send my account number because I felt like maybe it was a scam. So the person now said, okay, I should send my name. The person had my name. I said, you will pick my name from there and we use MoneyGram or Western Union. The next day, the person sent me the slip. When I check it, the thing was someone that I did not go to the bank for good 3 days because I was not certain. So when I finally went to the bank and I withdrew the money, when I was then I knew that okay, there's money on this LinkedIn and there's no going back. So this today is more like the 55 days I'm showing up on LinkedIn, right? So there's money on this LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a different platform. Do you get? So it's not like Instagram is not like TikTok. So it is you that will create a platform that people will say, okay, I want to come and pay you. This is where you create a platform. So I want to monetize it on my own. It's not like okay, let TikTok and Instagram. You now say okay, there's a way you do something that they will now try and monetize it, but it's you. It's you that will say okay, for my own niche, what can I do on my own niche? Should I teach? Should I educate? Even if you are less than 1,000, you can start monetizing your page. I remember, I don't know if it's just me. She was 300 when she started monetizing her page and she's receiving money. So most of you are just coming on LinkedIn to come and do like show off. You are doing you are catching vibe. No, 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 no. We are not here to do that. You need to like go back and go and think and say, okay, how will this thing actually work? This is what we are talking about, monetization. So you need to come and say, okay, you monetize your page because showing up every day, you feel like okay, you are consistent, but it's hard though. You cannot come and be showing up because LinkedIn will not come and say they want to monetize it. It is you that will use your head, your mindset, and say, okay, this thing will actually work for you, right? So for the last one is okay, give your this thing. Let's say you are a newbie on LinkedIn. Give your 40% to top creators. Don't say because this person is a top creator, I want to give all my comments, all my gaming. No, no, no. Give your 40, then it's 60. So those people that are upcoming, those are those people that are trying to say, okay, they're having like one or two like on their comments or engagements. You show up for them. Those people are the people that will tend to like be very active when you make a post. Because if you are giving top creators everything, it will take time for them to notice you because they have already built already, they have followers already. So before they will not say, oh, this person commented on my post, but I did not say you should not go and engage in top creators post. I'm only saying you should give 40%, 40% to them, then 60 to those upcoming. Because those upcoming is more like it's very fresh for you to build a relationship with them. Do you get? The other one is consistency. So we are since I
Awesome.
came to LinkedIn, should I stop? My time.
If you finish teaching everything, what are you going to teach them when you give your offer?
No, no,
What are
this,
you
this
going
is
to
just the
teach
last
them?
part. This is just the last part. I just need to show
Okay.
up for my people,
Please
right?
just summarize a bit because I think our time is almost up. I just want Mr.
So
Josh to speak.
okay, the last one is consistency because since I came to LinkedIn, everybody is actually
No,
consistent because LinkedIn is actually
everybody.
different though. Everybody, it's not like you say you show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's not like that. Constantly is actually what you are doing, the content you are posting, your the time you normally show up. Are you being consistent with that? So don't come and be saying, okay, because you are showing up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? So I want to like say this: if you know you don't know how to create content because you cannot come and be showing up every day without values, right? You can reach out to me. I will educate you how to create content, right? I will give you the right positioning of LinkedIn, but it's not going to be free,
Awesome.
right? You just need to
Awesome.
drop on it.
So, but we somebody want one free something. We're going to look for the person. Like we said, we're going to check our repost list. Anybody who won anything, if they did not repost, we will not give them. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on board. Like I said, I'll definitely I'll work with you again if you're free. Let's just see how we can have more people. Like I said, for me, today's event was essentially this is like my official launch of the roadmap because I didn't have any official launch for it. I just posted it and 80 people just joined, right? So I didn't know what exactly to do. And then for me, my attitude is to consistently give. And that's why I was able to call a lot of these amazing creators to come and give. So I think we have Josh. Josh will be I think I can see Dr. Cheryl Cooper. I don't know her it's not showing that she's around. Dr. Cheryl, if you can hear me crystal clear, you probably might want to turn on your camera so that I know that you're here, so that I think you'll be the final you'll be the final speaker. speaker for the night. So, Mr. Josh, let me hand over the mic to you. Thank you so much for coming on board.
All right. Good evening, Dr. Vivian. Good evening. Cosmos. I finally caught Cosmos. I've been I've been looking for a way to catch the guy. He's Cosmos is doing a lot of bad things on LinkedIn.
Sure.
He's been doing a lot of bad things, especially on people's comments, especially on Blossom's comments. Whenever I go there, I just see one. I'll be like, God, who is this guy? Who is this guy? But thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much. I'll just try to be as fast as possible and then give a couple of things and then we call it a day. All right. The first thing that I want to remind every single one that is listening to me right now is that making money is a serious business. I'm sorry, give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry. Okay. Like I said, making money is a serious business. And if you are going to build a profitable business, you need to know that it won't come easily. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. You have to experience pain. You have to experience heartbreak. You have to experience a whole lot of things. Like you have to experience a whole lot of things. And then secondly, the other mindset that I want every single person to have is that no client is doing you a favor for paying you to help them to solve a problem. No one. I know how many people that have rejected just because they were trying to underprice and they were trying to do a lot of things. The issue is not that I'm not a good closer. I know sales closing very, very well. But the issue is that they are not willing to make the sacrifices required to move them from the point of their pain to the point where to the goal that they want to achieve. And if a client, you know your value and you've shown your value, but someone is not willing to pay you for that value, the person should just go. I don't we are all like freelancers, but I don't really like the idea of saying that I'm a freelancer, because that word free already sets up one kind of mindset on people's head. You are an entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur, you are a solopreneur first, because currently every single person here is running a one-person business. So nobody on earth, the reason why someone would even chat you up to require for your service means that they have a problem and they know that you are the person to help them solve that problem. So I don't know why a lot of people are begging clients for. You shouldn't be. Yes, we all need money. We all we need money, but never bring yourself down to the point whereby people begin to look you less. You know that word, see finish. Don't bring yourself to that point where people begin to see you finish, and they will know that you are the free option or you are the cheapest option. I will first start from saying this. The main reason why you need to take LinkedIn seriously is based on the opportunities. I believe that the speakers have already said a lot of things over here. It's based on the opportunities. My first 30 days on LinkedIn was when I first hit a $200 deal. So that's to tell you the amount of opportunities there, but only if you decide to take things seriously. Now, I can't see the comment, so I would have loved to start throwing in a lot of questions. But before you start building your brand as a solopreneur, especially on a platform like LinkedIn, the first question that you should ask yourself is, who am I called to serve? Who am I called to serve? You can say that you are a content writer, a virtual assistant, but yet you don't have an idea of your ideal customer persona or your, in quotes, customer avatar. Because let's be honest, if you are here to serve everybody, you will end up serving nobody. you will end up serving nobody. And this is why a lot of people struggle with both content and everything. So for you to find out your ideal customer avatar also, you can use ChatGTP to make most of this research. But one of the things that you need to identify about this person is their pains, their problems and struggles. I'm just saying this like this so that I believe that people are jotting down. You need to first of all find out their pains, their problems and struggles, their wants, their dreams and desires, and their goals. If you have all of these things in check, then you will find out that number one, creating content won't be hard for you. And secondly, you will be creating content that actually relates to what your audience needs. Because let's be honest, every single person can create content. Everyone can write content, but not everyone writes content that speaks. So if you don't know this person that you are looking to serve, if you don't know that person, like, did I just move out? Okay. As I was saying, you need to know this person to the point whereby if they ask you any single question about this person, you can answer that question. And that's what makes you a good solopreneur. You can't be running a business with guesswork. Many people struggle and say, oh, I'm not getting clients on LinkedIn. And that's what will lead me to this issue of LinkedIn monetization. Now, whenever I'm working, give this advice. Am I still here? Can you guys, Dr. Vivian, can you hear me?
Crystal clear. Yes, you are crystal.
All right, thank you. Okay, the first thing that I always recommend is that in the first 30 days of you building your brand on LinkedIn, focus first on getting visibility. I wrote something down, and one of the reasons, let me find where I wrote this thing down. One of the reasons why it's very, 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 very essential is that when people begin to see you more often, you have a well-optimized profile, you create content consistently. What it builds inside their mind is what I call they make an internal decision about you. Because this thing that we call branding is all about perception. It's all about you controlling people's minds about who you really are. So one of the ways that you do it on LinkedIn is first by optimizing your profile and then content. The reason why I don't want to dive into this issue of profile optimization is that I believe that every single person here have already heard about profile optimization more than 100 times. So if by now your profile is not well optimized, it is your issue. It is not anyone's issue. And you can easily do this, like I always say, just look for people in your niche and then see what they are doing, model what they are doing, and then do yours. Optimize your own profile. Optimize your own profile. So when you have a well-optimized profile and you begin to write good content, what it forms inside people's mind is something that they begin to make an internal decision about you. And that's why you see that a lot of people get more referrals than other people. Why? Because the person that referred them has already made an internal decision about you, so they can easily recommend you to another person. So in the first 30 days of in your first 30 days on LinkedIn, if you have not yet gotten any momentum here, first of all, optimize your profile, then aim for visibility. Aim for visibility first. Aim for visibility. Like Cosmos was saying about commenting, comment like crazy. Comment like crazy. Personally, when I decided to take LinkedIn seriously, every single morning I was sitting at 4:30. I'll wake up, I'll stay active here till around 9 a.m. and then I'll go about my normal day-to-day activity. So your visibility should first come. It is first come. Even the Bible says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he will stand before what? Kings and not mere men." So how do you expect to stand before kings when you are not diligent? you need to be consistent and blah blah blah, all of those stuff. So in the first 30 days, aim for maximum visibility. Now I've already talked about this issue of identifying your ideal customer personnel. And in these first 30 days, there is this strategy that I normally use to create my content. On Mondays, on Monday, go with let's say a personal story. Because you know that Mondays are usually days that people post all these congratulatory posts, blah blah blah, and all of these things. So go for let's say your personal story. Then on Tuesday, what I normally do on Tuesday is that I post my niche related content. Then on Wednesday, sometimes it doesn't even need to be a story about you. It can be a story about probably something that happened, but then you just you write the story in a way that number one, people feel the emotion, and then in the end, the story rounds up with a very, very valuable lesson. So on Monday, I usually talk about myself or probably an achievement that I've made, because these types of posts gets you seen by people. These types of posts. Then on Tuesday, you write about your niche related topics. Then on Wednesdays, you can share a story. Then Thursday, Friday, you can post about your niche. Then Saturday, everyone already knows Social Saturday or whatever, Social Saturday. Then if you are posting those days, I normally post on Sundays as well. You do your you post Christian related. If you're a Christian, you talk about it. That's what I normally do. And okay, let me talk about content. I'm trying to round up before 8 a.m. Let me just touch a little bit
That
about
might be
content.
even.
Ma, you
I
said
think Dr.
something.
Ish spoke a little bit about that. I said that might be late. I would prefer, because of the timing. That's actually our closing time, though. So I don't know. Do you have something you prepared? Like you have a seminar that you're preparing to hold, or something, a gift, or you want to work with people so that they can follow you to your page. And also, let me turn down this so that everybody's able to see you clearly.
Okay, for now, I've not really started doing that. If you want to learn from me, you can be learning from my free content. If you've been following me, you will know that every
Yes.
single content that I drop every single day carries a practical step on what you should do. If you read all of my contents, you
Mm.
would gain something from them. So just keep following up my free content. I plan on doing most of these things, but not really now. Not really now.
Okay.
But I hope that with
Awesome.
just
Don't
these
worry.
little things that I've touched,
Go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
I just hope that with just these little things, because of time, I hope that with these little things that I've touched, that at least one or two persons must have learned one or two things. Probably, maybe if we have another opportunity, we can dive deeper, because if we start talking about LinkedIn, my book, I wrote a lot of things. I didn't know that there will not be time, but I wrote down a lot of things I wanted to talk about. So, but
Mm.
that
Okay,
would
you know
be
what? Like I told the LinkedIn King, we should have a rerun. But what we can do is that we can have a meeting around it. At least my boot club for now, like I've been able to settle my students, and my partners. I call them my partners. So maybe we can have a rerun of something in October. I don't know yet. I don't know what my
mm,
timing will be like. I really, really apologize. I didn't know that, because I didn't see you early. What I did was I put out most of my partners first. They spoke and all that, talking from the book and all that. Then we need to sit down and talk. Okay, because for me, like, there are some of the ideas that those people who have been coming for our life event, I always tell them that there are certain things that you probably should not push for so first. For me, I
mm,
think visibility is my phase 5. I tell them every single time, right, that if somebody sees you by mistake and they see you in a bad state, they can almost not erase it. It's going to be hard. Like, the work is
mm,
going to take you now to probably sell or convert with people who have not seen you in a bad state. It's easier for you to see a fresh person and just give them your money than to see
mm.
somebody that you know. It's not me and LinkedIn King that we used to shout on Blozon's comments. Now he say he wants to do a course, then me, I will pay. Never. So you see where the problem is. everybody I've spoken to backstage, don't worry, that's what I'm supposed to do. This is, well, I love this. I'm hoping that anybody who is currently here would probably just benefit from these what did you call it, the practicals of my conversation. That's exactly what I usually warn my people against, right? Try and make sure that you're able to connect with yourself. I think our phase one, we talked about everything about finding yourself, the mentality for money, the psychology of sales, how to position yourself. Phase two is to start building your audience. Building your audience doesn't mean that you have to go low to get the audience, right? Like, you should be present everywhere, but you should have a monetizable presence. And part of monetizable presence is such that when you show up anywhere, like, in as much as you're fun, but there should be that energy that that maintains your value. If you notice, that's essentially what the Mother Eagle brand is. And that's what I did for almost all our students. We sat down and we're looking for brand avatars. So you see, almost everybody that spoke today had something that you remember them from. Okay, so like the LinkedIn doctor, it was when we were all gisting, like we had our one-on-one call, then we decided, okay, this is what we want. This is what we think you can answer. Then you sit down after, like he said, curating your your ICPs. You should now start learning the conversation or learning what works for them, like what their pain points is, and you start nailing it. So now you're not just confused. And for people who want to work with international clients, I used to say it, I told my community people, there are some posts that after I make them, I come back and I edit them and I use plain English. Sometimes in my posts, when I write in Nigerian parlance. I clarify that, okay, yes, I might be trying to reach to a certain audience, but I am very comfortable to work internationally. Some of us, I'm just saying it now because all of you, you know yourself. Some of you who used to play on your main post, international clients go hard though. Except maybe it's another Nigerian person that is living abroad, and you know those people, they will pay you peanuts, and to you, you think it's one huge money. I'm so sorry. It's not like I'm being negative, but at least you even collected the money. That's the most important thing. You collected it. But I'm telling you that everything about Phoenix Gate is showing that there's more, so that you're not just sitting down there hoping that you're going to be picked. Is that you're making those money moves that make sure you're putting yourself in people's eyes. So I'll say it again, at least before you even start groveling for comments and flying all around on LinkedIn, just sit down. All these things that we're talking about, sit down and write your first steps. In fact, even profile optimization is like, it might be the first, everybody's screaming everywhere. But if you don't get and now I'm not even talking about clarity, because everybody will just be saying clarity, purpose, and it's almost like it's bastardized. I'm saying strategic clarity, not even just strategic clarity, like speaking to one person. The clarity I'm talking about is picking one person in this season and deciding, okay, these are the people I'm going to help. Let's say the reason why I cannot call for maybe public speaking is because I've decided on monetization. You won't see me calling, but everything about my community, all my students, look, in fact, yesterday, what time did we sleep? Was it almost 11? We slept very early. When I started Phoenix Gates, we would do 5 hours training people to make sure that they present excellently well. They, but I will never call for public speaking. It's not because it's not something I do. I do it. We do presentation. It's normal with medicine. I have people in my communities like Mommy Show Emimo and all other people whose niche is clear. So if you see Mommy Show Emimo, you know that if it's on her ground work, on ground, if she's working on a farm or she's online doing public speaking. That's the kind of clarity. It means that when somebody mentions your name, there's no vagueness of what does this guy even do. That is where you will start first of all. So when you're optimizing your profile, you're optimizing because you're speaking to something. And for me, I meditate a lot. I've seen many dramas on this LinkedIn. Like I said, the goal is not to probably put myself somewhere and just start telling everybody that, okay, what you're doing, these people are preaching these content people, they will make everybody write content. The thing is, when you're also learning wisdom, when it comes to conversion, there's no one cap fits all. But you should see the part of easy resistance, and that's exactly what I'm saying. So why should somebody meet me when I'm trying to not figure out myself, when I can just take? And everything I'm saying right now in this book, you can sit down one day. You sit down one day like this and say, okay, I'm going to just, for 1 hour, I'm doing phase one. And as I'm doing phase one, we have a workbook inside the book. As I'm doing phase one, I'll quickly just write. You just see that in the workbook area, you're writing, okay, this is what I'm known for. This is my mission. This is my vision. In the next 3 months, this is what I want to do for myself. Anything that will happen, let it happen. Even if I see the next big thing, I'm saying that I'm going to be focusing on this. This is what I'm going to do with my life. This is the memory I want to create when anybody sees me. That is the clarity I'm talking about. I'm not even just talking about clarity because you want to put like 5, 10, 20 things. Now, all these things make it easier for conversion. So there is riches in the niches. So a lot of people don't want to convert because is this still that prostitution spirit? You don't want to you want to hold every niche because you just want the opportunity to earn from everywhere. Like I told you guys, earning is not even the receiving end. Earning is not necessarily when people give you. Earning is when you outgive people. And the only way you're going to give value, in fact, anybody who will take you serious, and that's why I love Upwork, you have to be on one thing. You have decided that this is one thing you want to serve. Like, you guys should come and see me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, or on Facebook. I talk medicine like crazy. But because I have chosen monetization for LinkedIn, I have decided that I'm a one-eyed person, right? Of course, most of you, when I come around, I still share my story and all that. But you have to see when you niche down, it gives you an opportunity to learn more. It gives you an opportunity to digest my materials. Like for me, when I have that bout of learning, and when I enter that phase, I can take like 10 courses, 20 courses in a week. It happens to me. And one thing, just learning on one thing. When you hear me talk, you know that I'm not going to be just the roadside person. Like I said, the whole goal of the revolution that is currently happening, it will just be people who have decided to pay attention and pay the necessary price to earn, what's the word now, to earn to command presence in a particular direction, in a particular season. And that's why I'm saying this is essentially me building in public, because next year I might be talking about one AI that I've built, and all of you, I'll be telling you people should go and learn there. I'm already primarily telling you some of the things that are in my spirit, because I am not going to be roped in anything. I still believe in pivoting, in scaling, but I'm still saying that so that when you're optimizing your profile, you're optimizing with vision in mind. When you're commenting on people's comments, when they see you, they'll just say, no, if it's Vivian, the way she talks, even from her post, you will know that she means business. If you need money, just go and meet her. But the way people do, hey, when you go on their posts, today they are begging, tomorrow they are saying this thing is what that they've never made money. In fact, they are gonna sometimes, and sincerely, between God and man, I've not had a season on LinkedIn where I just say I'm going to disappear and it's forever. If I don't show up to post on a day, I probably worked on a project and I forgot myself. Like I was just working on a project and working. Like when I was working and preparing for this book, sometimes I work till night. I work till morning. I've had 2 days stretch. I think our last live event, no, it was in, what's her name? Mama, freelance MBA coach, that's Coach Bolu. When she invited me to speak on her platform, I had gone a full 24 hours without sleep because I was reading avidly for something. I was reading, there's something I needed to get that night. And if I don't get it, it's focused learning. So the challenge I'm having is that some of you feel like the curriculum is just to come and comment because you're interested in visibility. The truth is you're going to be seeing people see you, they know you, but your conversion is going to be very low. And then the thing again with that is that most of the people you collaborate with will consider you weaker. And even when it's time for them to pay you for anything that you eventually call for, you see them, they will post about you, they can help you do all those farms in. Newbies will buy for you, but some of them, you will not see them in your classes. And so is that gap between honor and exchange. So I'm saying it again. You're giving, you have a focused giving, a focused optimization, a focused story. Not because you just want to share any random story. The goal is, as you're sharing those stories, you're building trust. You're emphasizing on your skill set. That is where conversion happens effortlessly. So if you, like I told them at the beginning, for some of you who were not around, I said it outrightly. Some of you who are not monetizing now, by the time you decide to monetize, even those people that you would have helped by monetizing them would have disappeared from the platform. That's how LinkedIn is. So if you're not monetizing at time T, like, you cannot say I'm waiting for next year. As you're waiting for next year, it's an entire new batch of people completely. So what is the laziness in sitting down to create a curriculum for those people who are going to start a community? So what is the laziness sitting down to think about a business, come up with a persona and say, okay, yes, I'm a virtual assistant, but Kai, I don't want to wait again to be picked. Can I just sit down and just meditate? What are my pain points? What did I experience that were so annoying? And I think I was saying, Dr. Ish was saying it, don't make sure you don't work for anybody that you anything you've not done for yourself. And I'm saying that the idea is not to scare you or make it look so big that, hey, I've not done anything for myself, let me not go and get people to work for them. No, I will say it again from the beginning of this conversation, even from our last event. My challenge is that some of you come, then you disappear, and we're not having growth. And pay for the book club so that somebody can probably follow you closely. You will just disappear. So how am I supposed to even follow you up properly? But then tomorrow now, I know as the day hot on Monday, somebody will come and post that, in fact, I'm so discouraged, I want to disappear. And the person is having 400 likes and comments or 1,000 likes and comments. And we're saying we're not the ones that wait to be picked. Do you know that things that you're supposed to be doing every day? Do you know? I have 4 devices on purpose. Some of you are seeing me on LinkedIn. You think I'm just engaging. How? I even have 3 children, so how am I going to do it? I'm not just engaging. Sometimes I'm listening to a course on my second phone while I'm commenting on somebody's phone. You are laughing there, I'm laughing with you. But I know that my visibility is not essentially because I came to you. I already have value. In fact, as we speak, I'm increasing value. So some people might be saying that, oh, Dr. Vivian is always around on LinkedIn, but I would have dropped like 2 certificate courses that day. If that week, that's what I've given myself as a goal. So you are now showing up as somebody that value can be exchanged. You say you're something, even if you're not it at that time, you keep consistent, you add to yourself. Like I said, I don't know, maybe it's because of the whole medicine training that I got, but sincerely, most of the people, even some of top creators, I've had opportunities to speak with. Sometimes I get surprised because like, I don't understand. You're waiting to be picked. How? Like, you're not even thinking beyond the algorithm. I said, the more you don't solve problems, people will give up and they will leave the platform. Okay, now you could have solved their problems, maybe exchange it. Like I said, if they don't pay, they will not pay attention. Exchange it for value. So you're making money from that exchange, but not necessarily because you actually want to make money. I've done, like I told you guys, I did Phoenix Gate for 6 months straight. I did not collect money for anybody, but I knew what it took to. I drove these people up and down. I used to threaten. We used to remove people from the group. If you don't post, we'll just do pion. We'll just remove you. But still, it didn't change some people's attitude until we started monetizing. When I monetize, now I know that I can be proud of the speaker circle because Mommy Mima was one of my first ever master classes, and a lot of healthcare communities that came out of it. I can speak about virtual assistant, the honorables. All of them were from me. I can speak of Fortuna. She was one of my students as well. Now I can talk about communities that came out because they listened to me and they paid attention. So that's the problem most of us have. We think that it takes time. It does not take time. So when I hear people say that they play, you want to monetize in 30 days on LinkedIn, they play. And I'll tell you like this, I'll tell you they play. Keep following the long route. You will just be wasting your time. And for me as a person, what I like, how my mindset work is just face something and finish it, slice it. Get your 7 figures, 8 figures when necessary. Even for my book, I was telling you guys, part of my approach was, by the time the book was on sale, a lot of people paid me 6 figures. I had 2 people who paid me 6 figures for my book. And so it meant that any other thing I was just doing soft life. But still, 80 people ran into it as soon as I opened up the opportunity because it's simple. It doesn't take time. It takes guidance. Time is only time only responds to the preparation you've been doing. So some of you that are saying, let me wait till after 6 months before I launch that course, just keep waiting. Just wait, and I'll tell you the truth. If you don't have a curriculum, even while you're launching that course, you would not have done better. You would have still be the same shabby work you do now that you do then. The only thing is, if you have a guidance, it will be much more better for you. So I keep saying that over and over again. Okay, please, if you can hear me. I think some people are saying the network is messy. We're almost done. I think we were able to push very long. Hey, I have 45 people on the call. What do I do for these people now? That's amazing. For the people who stayed with us, I mean, we started 5, so this is literally 3 full hours. If you can hear me crystal clear, just let me know that you can hear me and let me see a few things. So for me, what I decided to do was the today was the official launch for the roadmap to LinkedIn monetization, but I did not, like I told you guys, it's still the spirit of earning. The spirit of earning is that you don't have to put yourself forward. You make sure that people achieve their dreams. And that is also part of your dreams. And for me, that's how I see. So I know everybody who has spoken this night has somehow partnered with me in spirit and in goodwill. But I did not officially now launch it. But I'm going to say for all the people who are currently on the call now, who would want to be a part of the monetization challenge, right? I'm going to do 30 days one-on-one. I'll hold your neck. I will hold your jugular. So what I will do for people who are currently on the call, if you get the book, I think the book is around 15,000. If you get the book, I will just do the monetization challenge with you all of you. So once you get the book, I will all of you. I promise you. It's like a promise. If at the end of 30 days you were serious and you don't make money, see me like this, drag me. I say it again because I know that people are not serious. And see, this is not gimmick. I don't know if you know somebody who is doing gimmick, you will not know. But you're saying that you've not earned on LinkedIn, and I'm telling you that you're sure you want to earn. You know, there are some serious people who just show up and they don't know what they want to do with themselves. They are just playing around and they are saying that no, it's going to take 6 months, it's going to take 10 months. I'm telling you that that is not what I'm offering you. I'm telling you that if you don't earn in the next 30 days and you follow me hand to hand, you follow my soul, I open my brain and I give you, because that's what I would do. If you don't earn money in 30 days, sincerely drag me on LinkedIn. I'll even come on your post, I will share it, and I'll beg for forgiveness. That is if you do all the things I want you to do, because now we already have a template. We already have a template. What you need now is not to be hiding in the dark with your 15K, miserable 15K. May God have mercy on me. Hiding in the dark and hoping that somebody will come and pick you. I work with you. I will hold you. See, you don't want to know the eagle's grasp. I will hold your neck. I will hold you. We'll go through it. Like I said, so it's literally me. Just the boot camp is free. Then you get the book. If you're interested in that, just type boot camp. If you're interested, so that I'll be able to come to you. Just type boot camp, boot camp, boot camp, boot camp. What you do is check my feature session. Sincerely, see, I don't know. I wish I can beg you to do this thing. I wish I can beg you, because you can be here telling stories on LinkedIn, or you can be here having your results. And sincerely, I will not tell you, I did 6 months without having money. Even after I had businesses, if we are talking about 6 figures, 7 figures, I achieved that. I think I posted one of my flyers into awesome. Okay, so I think my network just went out a bit. So boot camp. Okay, awesome. So I know you can all see me. If you can see me, just write CC so that I'm sure that you can see me. Just type CC. So like I said, for the next 30 days, I'll be working with you all, like from content to conversation, everything. As you post every day, tag me on your post. I'll come to the. If you're not sounding a way that represents the what I'm looking at for you, we will remove. We will edit content. That's what we're going to be doing. In fact, that is the list of it. But it's going to be niche specific for your niche. There are lots of assignments you're going to be doing at the back of the book. Like I told you, by the end of it, you see what will happen to you. There are lots of people. In fact, most of the people who joined the book club already paid. Some people went on and clicked for the bootcamp. So if you're interested, just keep typing bootcamp, bootcamp, bootcamp. For the people who bought the book, like I told you guys, I will not do freebies because it will mean me chasing you up and down. All you have to do, that's for the people who are part of our book club. We were able to exhaust the book club. We taught there extensively. So now this is our implementation part where we make you do it. Like I will hold your jugular and make you do it. So what I will do is, like I told you guys, in our community where we are, you people can just decide and see how much you would want to sacrifice, then reach out to me so that I can add you to a new group where we're going to start preparing for our bootcamp. Like I told you guys, every day I will work with you. And all my preparations, the positioning of an excellent person, like I told you guys, the goal, LinkedIn is not really the ultimate, even though it's a very good passing place. You have to make plans that covers you, and you need a community of people who are charging in that direction. And I say it again, I know that some of you say probably your niche is quiet, you are a doctor, you are not having people to spoil you on. Most times what you need is a guidance. You need somebody to help you. And it's how God wired us. There is nothing wrong with it. It's how God wired us. Most times man can just become exhausted, and that's where community works. And it's not a random community, it's a community where I will ask you, that book, have you read it? Have you done this? Have you done this assignment? And that and that and that. And because we're entering usually for me, the boot camp phrase is I get very emotional during the boot camp because it takes a lot from me. In fact, I don't want to run boot camps because I know that I'll be too invested to make sure that you win. So please, I'm begging you guys, like I said, the reason why I brought it low is because I'm hoping that a lot of people will just scale in. So if you just go to my feature session now. If you're here and you pay immediately, just go to my feature session, click on the bootcamp, the book link. You will just, once you pay, it means that the boot camp is free for you. For the people who have just finished the book club, you know that we worked together. So like I told you guys, I don't want it to be a freemium for you so that you don't think that, okay, you've learned a few things from Dr. Vivian, so you just want to be hanging around. That's why it's not going to be free for you. I would want you to make any sacrifice, but you guys should discuss among your teams to come up with the sacrifices that you can make so that I bring you on board. For me, it will never be about the money. But the truth is, any value, I think that was what Dr. Eshe said today, any value that doesn't have an exchange attached to it, we can't even call it value. But I'm going to teach you everything. It's like an open book. Tear everything open and let you glean. I don't gatekeep at all. I mean, it's useless. When I plan to do other bigger things. So the ideas that I have now, I want to quickly share them while I move so that you also can find yourself. So that rather than the frustration of saying you've not earned anything on LinkedIn, you can now start saying things like, oh my goodness, I'm making so much money. Let me start getting this project. And I told most of the people in the book club, once you start implementing, part of the things is that you start changing your gadgets, start doing this, start doing that, because you now know the importance of the monies that are coming to you. That these are part of the things that we are going to train our sales for. Okay, so if you're interested, like I said, just type the book club, book club. Then if we have any questions, please, any personalized question, I'll just give us like 10 minutes, then we'll call it a day. If you have any personalized question for me, let me turn it on so that I can see. And I would want to say I'm very grateful to all my speakers who took out time to come. Like I said, today is like the official book launch of my community, and I'm very, very excited that this book went out. I had sleepless nights. In fact, 1 week I went back. I've had 2 days of not sleeping, 2 days straight. I slept maybe like 1 hour because I just wanted to get it right for everybody who is going to see this. We also have it on Amazon. The book is also live on Amazon. If you check my link in my bio, you're going to see it there. Initially, I wanted to push the Amazon purchases, but after a while, I just said, let me just meet needs. So on my feature session, you're going to see the seller version. Then on my link, you can see if you want to buy from Amazon. It's not a big deal. You can also get it there for people who's probably are international and they can't handle it. So like I said, only for today. From tomorrow, the boot camp will go back to the regular prices. I charge 30,000, and this 30,000 is discounted because I don't want anybody to play with me. The reason why I took a break from my boot camps and my trainings is because people sometimes are not serious. So you can imagine a medical doctor like handle something. I just want you to imagine what it's like. So for me, I feel bad every time I see people playing with opportunities and after they start crying. So for me, my training is thorough. So emotionally, I can't handle people who play with opportunities. They cannot stay around me for long. If you're somebody who is very careless about opportunities and becoming a go-getter, getting things done, you might not thrive so much around me. But if you're seeing that is a a challenge you want to overcome, then you're welcome to jump on it. Like I said, for today it's going to be 15, but for tomorrow, and then when we're going to go live at 30 on an average. Then we keep scaling because I know what I do in those camps. I literally give my life. For the people who do one-on-one, it's 150. Then for the people who want something maybe like want one-on-one while during the boot camp, they can pay at 50,000. I'm just trying to tell you, it's not, if I'm charging, I'm not even charging my worth. I'm charging what it will take you to pay attention. And for me, anything for you, anything for you. Sometimes it might just be that shawarma that you sacrifice that will make you say, Dr. Vivian's class, let me run there. Let me be the first. Let me be the one to hold conversation. So what we're going to do for most in the boot camps is we're going to have lots of plenary sessions where we pair ourselves with people in our niches and we just keep talking. We'll host events like all across LinkedIn. We will do everything. So it's not a matter of you coming on live events. So you see most people who host events outside support system, you just see they'll come like this, then they'll say, sorry, this is my first time hosting. After saying all those things, you think that somebody will give you their money. So you rather work with somebody that would strengthen you backstage. When you come, you just show up and say, hello everyone, my name is and I would like to be talking on this. When you're done, you make your call. The people who are set out for you can follow you quickly into your DM. You have conversions. We go back to your drawing board. We keep drawing the charts of your business step by step by step. We keep adding, we remove, we add. When we are getting used to one thing, we'll launch another product like that. For some of you who knew me since I monetized, I have never launched one product. Like I've never gone 2 months without launching a new product. That's just the truth. Some of you are saying, what product? Like I said, until you have somebody who would reason with you consistently, you might not know how this is done. So, like I said, the whole goal of charging you is so that you can pay attention. And I know that some of you will still pay and be behaving somehow, but I don't pray that for you, sincerely. I don't pray that for you. But the only thing is that I noticed that we're likely going to have fewer people misbehave after they've paid. And I haven't worked with people for the longest. That's one of the things I've realized. Okay. Oh yes, please. Once you're done paying me, just DM me. In fact, the thing is that there's already a system set up. Once you pay, you move to a group. The link after paying, you receive the book, then it will move you to a particular link, right? After paying, you just receive the book, then it will move you to a particular link so that we can all just start growing already. Okay. And for me, I know why I'm emphasizing this because I'm not sure this is what I'll be doing by next year. I've told you guys, thank God Mr. Eche came here. As I'm doing that gist with him, I will definitely turn on to some other things. So you don't want to be among the people who are crying that you don't have money on LinkedIn when you can actually just make that money, then save it up. Some of you you know that I'm a proponent of saving money. Save it and do something bigger. Save it and buy yourself into certain spaces where you know that opportunities, some things are going to elevate you again on another round. So like I said, I'm giving us another opportunity to ask question. If you have anything that's been troubling you emotionally, like I said, my baseline is a medical doctor. We also have a LinkedIn doctor here. Please, you can do well to always reach out to him as well. But if you have any questions you have for me, any challenge, please, if you're crying or you have any healthcare problem on LinkedIn, please always reach out to me. If I don't know anything emotionally, I'm also a mother, right? If you're a single person and you're having challenges, maybe relationship, that's what Mother Ego is. In as much as I'm well known for monetization because I have been born for over 20 years. I've stayed like in the market, in the business of sales, in the business of transactions, started my own business in 2018, did lots of business, went into digital products. If the 7 figures, I don't even used to talk about it again on LinkedIn because I feel like this is not really the point for me to start probably discouraging anybody. I'm just trying to tell you that everything I have, you can have it. right? Why we work consistently with you as you grow. So I've told you guys there are steps. You need to align those first 5 steps. Then when you're charging at your visibility, you are charging it. You're charging and showing up consistently because you know that anybody who sees you must convert. And that's what you want. You don't want to leave your growth carelessly. Okay, so that has been part of my emphasis that other people don't really emphasize in their communities. Okay, so if you have any questions, like I said, I'm here for all of you as well. Relational, come to my DM at any point too. If you have any challenge, for those people, if you're serious about LinkedIn, send me a connection request. But if you're not yet serious, please don't send me, because already I have a large following. And so the more people I have that are on serious, they'll be clamping on my reach. So you would want the ego to fly now. Yeah. So please, so that you don't bother about sending me any what's the word now? Don't bother about sending me connection requests if you know you're not yet sure of LinkedIn, or if you know you're not ready to take help so that you can start aligning yourself. So I think in the absence of that, I would want everybody who is live to just celebrate everybody. Just say thank you. Just say thank you for staying in with me, so that let's have some form of mini community with the 30 people we have left. Just say thank you for staying in with me. Thank you for having those conversations. And sincerely, guys, 3 hours, 30 minutes. I'm not sure I'm going to do any events like this ever again. Ever again. So for some of you who probably are just storming in, go back from the beginning and look at it, because I will not do this kind of. My next event in October, I'm going to announce, it's going to be the last Sunday of October. My next event is going to be the last Sunday of October, and I will be spotlighting all the people. That event is going to be with me and all the people who are going to be a part of our bootcamp, because we will train you for talking, you make money, you position yourself to have offers and all that. That's what we're going to be doing. So the last Sunday of October, we will be here. Let me even check the date so that all of you will know. But then those events will shorten it to one hour. If at all we stay long, it's going to be 1 hour, 30 minutes. Okay, so let me quickly check my calendar while you guys are all exchanging presentries. October calendar. Yes, thank you so much. So can somebody check? My second phone is about to go down. The last Sunday of October is what date? Okay, so I think it's on the 25th. Okay, no, it's on the 26th. So our next event is on the 26th of October. So please, my manner is, please always learn to help support us. Post about the event, whether you're going to be a part of the bootcamp or not. Just post about it, strengthen us. Let's get more people more confident in what they do and move up to other things. Because last week I was able to go in for a meeting in a bootstrapping startup meeting. Jesus, the things I was hearing, I just knew that if you are here and you're still thinking that the business is in commenting, you might want to think again. I'm talking about plotting your long-term goals. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Good to see you all. It's so good. It will be lovely to have all the people who are around just write your conversations as well. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to be ending the live with, for some of you who may have missed our intro video, you get to see what we've done before now. Let me bring our media assets a minute so that you can see
Legend
some of the
tells
work
of
we've
the
done before now.
Legend tells of the phoenix, a mythical bird that burns. It symbolizes renewal, strength, and transformation. 1 year ago, Phoenix Gate Group was born with that same fiery spirit to inspire. connect, and empower professionals across the globe. And what a journey it's been under the visionary leadership of Dr. Vivian Magnus, our founder and lead coach. We didn't just take flight, we soared, we stumbled, we built, we believed. And today, through tears and triumph, we celebrate 1 year of relentless impact, meaningful milestones, and unimaginable transformation. From humble beginnings, Zoom links, voice notes, midnight strategy calls, we've grown into a powerhouse community with nearly 1,000 members strong. In just 12 months, we have reached over 40,000 professionals across the US, UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, and Kenya. Nearly 1,000 attendees joined us weekly on LinkedIn, and the world took notice. This year, Phoenix Gate was honored with the Social Impact Award of the Year and named the most impactful community of the year. Those trophies, they carry the fingerprints of every volunteer, every coach, every community member who chose to rise with us. But our story goes beyond resumes and recognition. Beyond professional development, Phoenix Gate has walked into the sacred space of business strategy with international and non-governmental organizations. We've led masterclasses, outreaches, boot camps, and visibility challenges that didn't just teach, they healed. And through it all, Dr. Magnus, our business development coach, stood at the center. A quiet force, a lighthouse in the storm. So now we ask you, are you struggling with your line visibility? Do you ever feel unseen while secretly dreaming of becoming a commanding influence, a recognized thought leader? Are you in that place between faith and fear, waiting for your breakthrough? At Phoenix Gate, we've already reached 40,000 professionals and business leaders worldwide. But this is not about numbers. It's about the transformation behind every name. We train you, we champion you, we give you a platform. And when you stand to speak, we make sure the world listens. As we mark this 1 year journey, we do it with full hearts. Gratitude overflows for our members, our partners, and every soul that carried us when we were too weary to walk. Phoenix Gate Group is not just a network. It is a living, breathing, purpose-driven community. It is hope. It is healing. It is home. And still, this is only the beginning. Here's to a future brighter than flames. We rise together.